Yes, everybody, you know what time it is. It's your boy Jack here at the Irish Hotspur. Dave will be joining me in just a second. He's just finishing up over on Weird Time TV. Weird Time TV. Thank you for picking us. Thank you for joining us as your watch along destination, as your place to go through this Man United fixture. I'm looking forward to this one. I said earlier today, woke up with a bit of a happy clapper type of confidence and type of energy that's more so than usual, which is pretty hard to do for myself. But I have, a strong, sneaky feeling that, maybe Spurs have a good performance in them. I understand with this lineup that plenty of people might feel like that it could be a bit of a setback, maybe to those sort of expectations. I just sort of feel like somebody is going to pull off a good performance today. Somebody is going to be that guy that sort of carries Spurs past this Man United team because they are a very beatable team, in my opinion. I've seen them a lot this season. It feels like because we're kind of supposed to, or we're kind of forced to, really, is the better term, since they're kind of usually just the only team that anybody really talks about most of the time when you go to various media sources. So I must say, like, I've been unimpressed with them this season, and I feel like we can get after them. And plenty of their sort of players that I thought maybe might return to the lineup, maybe in terms of injuries as well, I don't see there. So I just feel like Spurs, they have a we have a good chance here tonight. I am a little worried about maybe sort of the midfield. I think this midfield of ours should be able to still outwin theirs in terms of especially a physical factor and in sort of the pressing department. But I am a little worried, who's going to be able to break the lines of our midfield today, who's going to be able to sort of break the lines of that Man United midfield, really is what I should be saying. And Højbjerg, I think recently it's just been not the Højbjerg that I usually like to praise and I usually like to show a lot of faith to. But kind of I would say as well, with Skip, he's just kind of been sort of a guy that you've had to just sort of carry through games, sort of like playing without a midfielder. Really, he's just sort of have to be carried, and so we're going to need a huge performance from him. I think tonight, if we're expected to dominate the midfield, because I think that's the way you can beat Man United. Is I feel like they don't really have any real defensive presence in there. I think they've gone with Mainu as well as Eriksson in midfield, and yeah, maybe they might be able to have some sort of neat possession and kind of between themselves. But I don't know. Like I think that's a midfield that could be bullied, if you ask me. So I hope that we have a strong midfield performance because I do think that's where you can get after this team, at least in my opinion. But we'll see how it goes, and perhaps Eric Ten Hag getting sacked tonight. But we'll go to the chat, see what people have to say. Just in case you are just listening, though, we do have Vicario in goals, Pedro Porro at right back, Romero. I called that, and I did say it during the pre-match build. I believe Dave might have done it in the predicted lineup as well, unless I'm mistaken. As sort of the center back return, I knew that he was going to make the return just because I felt like, Ange was playing a bit of sort of that injury kind of housery type of tactics where maybe not saying the whole truth, perhaps, about a certain Christian Romero. And he's coming back into the lineup with Van de Ven finally making that return. It's just gorgeous to see that guy's name in the lineup there. We have Udogie as well, of course, at left back. Finally, just seeing the normal faces, the normal names of that back four and goalkeeper. Højbjerg, Bentancur, and Skip is going to be an interesting midfield for today. We'll see how we go with it. See if we can get away with it for today. Going to need a big performance, especially out of Bentancur, if he sees kind of a slacking sort of Skip or Højbjerg in the team. And then we have Johnson on the right, Richarlison perhaps through the middle, or Werner through the middle. It's hard to know. I guess we'll find out. I think Richarlison probably might lead the line today through the middle. At least on Google, when you go to their lineup, it says that he is. And then Werner says he's on the left. I guess we'll see how that goes today and see if maybe at any stage they end up sort of switching. Looks like Kulusevski is sick, or, that illness did, in fact, prove to be right. So he's not available today. Of course, Pop Matsar Basuma is out for AFCON, as well as Sonny. I mean, that's the biggest missing name on the team sheet right now, and we'll see how we can cope with that for this sort of game and fixture. We have Jamie Donnelly, Santiago as well on the bench, and Dorrington on the bench, I believe, sort of from the academy, which is nice to see. And then we also have, I think there is, who was it there? It's really small for me, so it's hard to get it right. But I think Brian Hill is in there as well. I might be missing somebody else on top of that. But yeah, not the strongest of benches. But like I said earlier, happy clapper sort of prediction today. I must say I'm expecting us to be able to dominate this Man United team. I just don't really rate them, but they are sort of on the ropes and they are in the fence right now. We'll see how they show up. Aviation, I don't think Van de Ven is playing in midfield. Maybe just kind of a weird sort of written lineup that maybe you might be looking at. Tekken saying very happy to see our defensive back four today. Was at the game last week. Great to see Werner starting. Hope Skip has a better game than last week. Come on, you Spurs, let's go. We'll see. We're going to need a big performance from him there. Tekken. Terry Betts is in here saying, I don't think our midfield can win this game. This is the midfield that needs to win this game because I feel like that's where you can dominate this Man United team. There's not really any real defensive midfield sort of presence in there that can protect that back four there. So if we're able to turn the ball over in good areas, I think we can really get after that back four, and that back four will crumble, at least in my opinion. And also their goalkeeper, I think, will crumble, in my opinion, if it is Onana, in fact, still in goals for them. So if we're able to dominate those sort of central areas in midfield, I think we can win this game. Big up to Dreadlock74. I think 4-1 Spurs, but it'll take a monumental effort from Skip and Højbjerg in midfield. Gonna miss Sar big time. He's been such a miss when I think we've perhaps seen, other players that maybe could be missing as well from a lineup. Sometimes when Sar has been missing, we've really felt it maybe more so than maybe we brought up in the past. Big up to Hennessy. Good to see you, sir. I really am looking forward to this game. I do think this is going to be a really good game, Hennessy. And we have Davo joining us fresh off of Weird Time TV. We're going to bring him in here in just a moment. Stevie Webb saying, good afternoon, Dave and Jack. 3-1 Spurs today. And Timo to score. 3-1. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Flat Cap Army. Come on, you Harris Army. And Welsh Gal saying, come on, you Spurs. 3 points, please. Good to see Van de Ven back. And Werner starting. Not so happy to see Skippy in there. Big up, though, lads. Got some wine today. Welsh Gal, nice and classy, going with the wine. Perhaps because might see some whining Manchester United fans after this game of Welsh Gal. That could be very appropriate for yourself. Let me know, though, when it comes to, if there maybe are any sort of decent, maybe IPA still left in the fridge, though, in case, the wine gets, maybe you run out of it at some stage. But I'm looking forward to this one. Kind of like I said to Hennessy there, Welsh Gal, like I do think this is going to be an exciting game, as much as I have a bit of a delusional prediction and a bit of a delusional sort of confidence ahead of this one. I do feel like this is going to be a really fun game. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, I just think it's going to be one where we could potentially really climb up this table after, I'm not sure how the Everton game finished out. I was watching close to the very end before we got this kicked off. But if it ended 0-0, I mean, I think a chance to, get some points further up the table. Arsenal as well, play next week. So could be, a huge chance for Spurs to gather some points. 8 points ahead of United as well. So looking forward to this one. Dave, you're in front of the people that can hear you. Hopefully you'll be loud enough for most people as well, but we'll figure that out later. But I imagine they can hear you, they can see you, and it's yeah, Dave. Like it's going to be a fun game. I imagine it's going to be a fun game.
Look, it's going to be a fun game. Look, I could really do with a win. I don't know why. I found myself, I was really pumped up for the game yesterday, but I found myself a bit nervous today and a bit grinchy, like, sort of today, even though I've had all my Spurs songs and all. I don't know why. I'm just a bit nervous about today. And look, that lineup doesn't help ease my nerves. I'm delighted that Romero is back in beside Van de Ven. I never saying to you last night, Jack, I think he'll start. So I'm delighted that he's starting there beside Van de Ven. One thing is we've got our defence back, which I'm absolutely buzzing about. However, Kulu out because of injury. Madison was supposed to be in the team, I believe, today, but he's now out because of injury. So creativity-wise, I struggle to see where the creativity is going to come from. Is it going to come from Skip? No. I mean, anytime the guy he doesn't even get on the ball. He has to get on the ball to be creative. Will it come from Højbjerg? He has his moments. He can do it, but we've also seen the worst of Højbjerg at times. Bentancur is going to have a massive game in that midfield. I worry about that midfield, Jack. Me and you were speaking on the chat for the members. That midfield area is somewhere we really wanted to take advantage of.
Exactly.
Looks like United's midfield is a lot stronger than ours today, so that worries me a little bit. And in the forward line, every single one of them forwards needs service. Johnson isn't a guy that's going to pick up the ball, make things happen. He's a guy that you feed into certain situations, put him in behind. Richarlison is another guy that needs service for him, and same as Timo Werner. You don't have anyone like a Son or like a Madison or like a Kulu that can get on the ball, unlock that door. So I'm a bit nervous going into the game for all them reasons. However, Postecoglou has shown with weaker sides this season he can still get results. And I'm hoping that pans out again today. What I will say is it's a massive, massive opportunity for Skip. You know, he should find himself very lucky to be in the lineup today. He could have easily went with someone like a Donnelly. He chose not to. So Skip owes Ange Postecoglou, he owes everyone in that squad, and he owes us fans a breakout performance. Same with Højbjerg, you know. He's sort of all season long. I want to be playing first team football. Well, you're given an opportunity today. Let's see if you can go out there and perform. Let's see if you warrant it. Brennan Johnson, time for the kid to step up. He's had some great moments, but we really need him to deliver today. I don't care what his age is. We need him to deliver today. Richarlison, we need him to be at his most clinical best. And Werner, we need him as well. Look, hopefully the boys can sort of rally together. They do say, you know, sometimes through adversity comes great opportunity. So hopefully that saying runs true today, Jacko.
Love it. Absolutely love so much of that. I must say, like, I agree with maybe our midfield being more underwhelming than usual, but I did sort of allude to the fact that, you know, Mainu, Eriksson, Fernandes, right? He's like not a lot of real sort of defensive presence in that midfield. So if we do end up turning the ball over a lot in there, could dominate those sort of guys, despite them being maybe more technical, of course, than players like Skip and whatnot in the team. But I guess we'll find out.
Who do you think would be that guy to turn over the ball, though? Because, you know, that's why I constantly say we miss Sarr, because he's thought, see, so far this season, he's been the only guy that's really done it to great effect. Sorry, great effect. So I get what you're saying. You know, that's ideal. That's what we need to do. But who would you be looking at maybe doing that job today? Because I get we're going to ask Bentancur to do it, but I think we're also going to have to rely on him heavily going forward to try and unlock that door. Do you think Skip and Højbjerg have the mobility to be able to get around and do it?
I'm relying on Skipper Højbjerg to be able to do so, and I'm not seeing it in Skip. I mean, ideally he does, you know, some sort of defensive, you know, contribution, but we're not seeing that much of recent. It's going to hopefully come from Højbjerg, and I know you feel the way he's been playing recently, he feels like he has one foot out the door, but maybe away from home, Old Trafford, might sort of feel like, you know, these are the sort of games where you don't really want to let yourself down as a professional or really as a player, and might pull out, you know, a Højbjerg like a Viking class, you know, sort of performance. And but we'll get into that midfield, and probably plenty of other people have similar things to say. Dark Sun G saying, come on, you Spurs. Happy to see Cootie, Van de Ven, Poro, Udogi as a unit. 3-0 win. Dark Sun G, I went with a 3-0 win today, like I said as well. I've seen enough of United this season to know that they are not a good team, and they can be dominated, especially even, you know, by teams like Bournemouth. I've seen it just, you know, recently from them, as well as teams like even Aston Villa. And I feel like we are capable of similar performances, but maybe without that midfield, I guess we'll find out. Dark Sun G. But Dave, the back four, back to normal, and we predicted the Romero. Oh, for some reason I don't hear you.
Sorry. I had myself on mute. It's amateur hour. I didn't want to be coughing or spluttering over what you were saying, Jacko. Look, when it comes to having that back line, I think that's what gives me a bit of confidence going into today's game, right? If they can be as solid and as tight as they were in the first 10 games, that back line kept, what was it? I think 4 clean sheets, only conceded 9 goals in 10 games. Since then, we've gone on to see 20 goals, kept 1 clean sheet, and we've lost 5 of them games, whereas in the first 10 we're unbeaten. So if they can get us back to that level, it gives us a chance today. All we need is that one opportunity to take if this defence can keep that clean sheet. However, to bring a bit of maybe, I know a lot of people out there like to throw that word balance in when they're making their arguments, so I'm going to throw that word in there. A bit of balance to the argument, Jacko. You know, Van de Ven and Romero both just back from injury. Can they reach the heights and the levels, you know, that they were at for them first 10 games straight off the bat? And that's where it becomes a bit dubious. But if they can, we have a chance there, because all we need is one opportunity.
Yeah, fair. And I heard a lot of people mention that, which is why maybe they wanted Dragusin sort of thrown in there, because he's a fresh pair of legs and that he has no injury of any kind that he's come back from. He's, you know, raring to go, I imagine, but this is a momentous game and, you know, a huge game to climb up the table as well. So, He's gone with his trusted back four, the guy that maybe he's probably just foaming at the mouth just to get back to what he used to have.
Yeah.
I think Ange Postecoglou maybe showing a bit of desperation just to get them back
And
into the team.
uh,
Yeah.
and just quickly, just to maybe people may be confused why Romero's been in there over Dragusin, is look, I sort of said it in the predicted lineup. I think if Romero was to be fully fit, I think the fact that he's a vice captain, he would be trusted straight back in there. I think that's why he is today. How fit he is, we'll wait and see.
Yeah, plenty of people in the house. Good to see you all. King Hoddle's in here. Always good to see you, sir. Georgie Hill, absolute legend, saying also big up, lads. I know people are worried about Skip and Hoiberg today, but I have a special feeling about today. Also, Big Mick and Rombom are back again, baby. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Harris Army. Miu saying with wet midfield, we are absolutely effed. I think a lot of people maybe feel a little bit not as confident about this midfield. Maybe similar to you, Mia. Big up to you. And regular gamers in here. Big T is in the house. Good to see you, Big T. Slips128 is in here too. Sean Maddox, of course, the absolute legend. Internet guy. We have Mark Ivy. Iceman. Hopefully you're all right, Iceman's in. Ange Ball is back. Pump for the game. 2-0 Spurs. Timo and a Rom Bomb. We also have Young Putty. Good to see you, sir. Bless up, everyone. Come on, you Spurs. Keep the faith. To dares to do positive energy. We also have Stevie Webb in the house. Ed Sweeting's in here. Good to see Daniel Larson. One and only Daddy Larson's in here too. John G, big up John G. PEH and Skip is worrying, let's be honest. Yeah, I think a lot of people sort of feel with Dave and Mia and on this that it's going to take a masterclass from them in order for this sort of midfield domination that I'm talking about to happen, I guess. Shem Tanth saying, hey, Jack, very worried with this lineup. No prolific scorers, no creative players, and unfit center backs hiding behind the couch with my comfort blankie. Everybody went from going feeling like this is a must win, maybe a likely win to now we're hiding behind the couch. I guess it's always that way with Man United away from home. And I imagine Man United fans are hiding behind the couch, ahead of this game as well, to be fair. Like seeing
Do you not
Spurs
think they would have got a bit of confidence with seeing our lineup, though, Jack?
yeah, but I mean, they've seen themselves struggle against Wigan,
True.
just recently.
Very
Like,
true.
I just think they're at an all-time low, sort of, that football club. But they've lost to even, I mean, did they really think that Bournemouth were going to go into their place and, rock them up like that? I mean, they probably didn't.
True.
So I think plenty has already happened to Man United this season that has probably conditioned them similar to how we've had, similar seasons like that in the past. Trinidad's in here. Good to see you, sir. Hopefully you're keeping well. Shawnee Maddox saying Hoddle. He has played, or sorry, just the back and forth always between Shawnee and King Hoddle. We have Mitch Groves, Tottenham LSG. Iceman celebrating 5 months, saying best Tottenham watch along out here with the super community. Big up, Jack and Dave. For everything you do, long may it continue. Come on, you Spurs. Iceman, thank you for your service, my man. And hopefully, as well, your son is actually doing all right over here in the USA, learning the likes of Yank Ball, not Ange Ball, but maybe more Yank Ball in terms of the MLS and everything. But yeah, Iceman, big game ahead of us, sir.
Yeah, big up, Iceman. Really appreciate the kind words, my man. It does mean a lot. Look, if anyone else out there has any suggestions how to grow this community, how to make it better, please send them forward. No idea is a bad idea, as they say. But look, big game today. We got to do everything we can to try and get over the line and get 3 points, my man.
Yeah, definitely. And Dave putting the game link in there for you as well.
No worries at all.
Just ahead of this. Big up Adrian Chia saying Penandez will con a penalty and red card out for Romero / a
Gary
red
Neville
card.
is waiting.
Adrian. I don't like these sort of scripts, my man. I don't like it because this just goes against what I want to happen, which is a big, nice, comfortable 3-0 win for Spurs and, an embarrassment of Ten Hag and Man United, and we get to feast on their bones. Nothing more I love than feasting on the bones of Man United drama and media talk afterwards, and that doesn't sound like that will be the case with that sort of script. Perhaps maybe that game with Hong Kong isn't going so well. Let me know how that game is going. Maybe you're feeling a little bit, maybe I'm thinking, a bit of bad feelings in that game is coming into this one. But Adrian, please, I hope not. Either of those are terrible. I'd probably have the same reaction with a red card for Romero or even a Penandez penalty.
You best bet your bet Gary Neville is sitting there waiting. He was very critical of him on that Chelsea sending off and has been, campaigning to get him sent off at every opportunity he can. So no doubt in the commentary he'll be, putting the pressure on. Just I urge Spurs fans who are listening to the commentary when Gary Neville and Romero, just don't listen to him. Just do not listen to him. He'd be the same guy in 6 months' time turning around going, oh, we should get Romero out of Spurs and bring him to United. Look, But with Romero, what I will say is I've seen the back line just working together there, keeping that line, working with each other, getting ready for the game, which is huge. Look, despite what people think of Romero, he's a leader, or he wouldn't be made a vice captain. And we badly need him. And I'm delighted he's back. Hopefully, he did come back against West Ham with a run bomb, classy celebration, apologising to the fans. Hopefully, he delivers a run bomb today. That would be brilliant.
Yeah, and we need rom bombs for sure. We're going to need some sort of type of a poro bomb or rom bomb maybe at some stage, maybe to get over the line. Big up to Mark. Big up to Skunky Works as well. Chris D's in the house. George Kadaras. Phil P. Absolute legend Phil saying necessity is the mother of invention. Big up, lads. Phil, necessity is going to be creativity in this case. We're going to need some creativity from that midfield. Can they invent some creativity today? I certainly hope so, because I'm hoping for a huge performance from Spurs to, like I said, embarrass Man United. That's what I want to do today. But Dave, necessity is the mother of invention. Phil, the poet out here, and also good thank you for the support as well, my man. And let me know also as well if you've been keeping on with he's a very fit guy, Dave, as well, right? He goes on plenty of runs. Let me know if you've been going on any Richie runs, Van de Ven runs, Rombom runs, wearing that Spurs gear as well. Big up to the kiddo as well. Big up to the outlad of Phil. Big up to Phil, the whole family. Hopefully you're keeping well, sir.
Big up the Phil Army.
Yeah, big up to the Phil Army. Looking at the boys in the tunnel here, Davo.
Yeah, look, Romero looks ready to go. He looks like he wants to absolutely assassinate someone, which is good. I love that look in his eyes. Seeing Big Vic behind him, that'd be a scary sight for them players at Old Trafford. Bentancur. Look, Jack, I just hope we turn up today. I really, really do hope we turn up today. If we win today, what a win at Old Trafford when you've got injuries and stuff like that. What that can do for you going forward, it can breed an air of confidence. It can really sort of give you that sort of momentum that we're looking for heading into 2024, and it can also bring togetherness and the wantingness to achieve something magical. So if we can pick that up here today, it'll put us in great stead going forward. Look, with that lineup, I mean, would a draw be the worst result in the world? Look, I did say coming into the game, I thought I wouldn't be happy with a draw, but looking at that midfield and that, maybe right now I'd probably take it, to be honest with you, Jack.
That's hilarious.
But look, we shouldn't be scared, right? One thing we shouldn't be doing going anymore into games is scared. Them times are gone. We had them under Conte, Jose. Let's go into this and let's see what happens. I'm pumped for it, Jack. Old Trafford ain't the fortress it used to be. Let's see what we can do here today.
A lot of people feel similar to you, Dave. Steve D saying Skip and Højbjerg in midfield is like finding raisins in your curry.
I actually like raisins in my curry, to be fair.
Dave, maybe today we'll get the masterclass then, I guess, in your case. But maybe Steve, then Dave, that's another thing for your mortal enemy to
we really are like chalk and cheese, me and Steve. We'd have a great combo.
Big up to Leighton Evelyn. Leighton, if you caught on earlier, you've given plenty of my Happy Clapper score lines from the beginning of the show as well as during the pre-match build-up. And he's saying the best we can hope for is a draw. Looks like you and Davo are kind of actually in a similar position at this moment in time, Leighton. And as per usual, I'm going to find myself to a Happy Clapper prediction of some type. But like I said, it's in all seriousness, I do have something in me that just feels like this Man United team. I've seen them just being dominated on so many occasions by so many different teams that I've lost track. Just if we grab early goal or just at least grab enough goals to, give that defense enough to work with, I think we can win this game. I truly do. That's where I'm coming from. I just have a sneaky feeling just from the fact that I just don't rate this Man United team. Even if they do pull out a good performance, it's based off this Jim Ratcliffe sort of bounce and also just Ten Hag once again being on the ropes of perhaps getting sacked. So it is going to take a huge effort, but I just don't rate this team. That's really where it's coming from.
Look, and that, Jack, on that, I think that's why, the first game, Ten Hag is let onto the pitch, the B-Tech Bruce Willis. Maybe he's been told, if you don't win today, you're sacked. That's why he's let out. But, what was I going to say? I can't even remember now. Yeah, I do remember, actually, Jack. Look, I'm in a bad mood today. I don't know why. I actually don't know why I'm in a bad mood. I just found myself getting into a bad mood as the day goes on. So I could really do it a nice pick-me-up and a good win here today. But look, like I said, it's not beyond the realms of impossibility, So Let's get at them. Yeah, and first goal is going to be crucial, Jack, to your point. I think if we can get the first goal, it gives us everything to play for. If I think they get the first goal, I think it could end up being a long afternoon in that regard. So I think first goal is crucial today. Hopefully Richie, Werner, Johnson, Bentancur, Rombom, someone like that. Maybe a Van de Ven. That'd send the crowd wild. Hopefully they can come to the fore, give us something to hang on to. Once we have that, we're in the game.
Yeah, and I just think I just think scoring enough goals, if we're able to get one or two tonight, I trust if that backline's feeling as fit and as confident as ever, we can maybe keep enough goals out of our net. This game is it could be a tight one like a lot of people could expect, or it could end up being a comfortable one. But it's gonna be an interesting battle, Phil P saying run him. Yeah, go ahead.
No, sorry, just quickly before kickoff, there's a few things I just want everyone who's tuning in with us today I want to do with us as we go on. Smash the like button, first of all. That'd be absolutely brilliant. The more
Good
likes
call.
you smash, the better it is for us in the algorithm and the more we get promoted and shit like that. But most of all, if Werner scores, I want everyone to sing that song with me, whether they like it or not. And if Richie scores, I would like 300-400 of us who are not at a game but tune in together worldwide to be together. All synchronized pigeon dancing. So there's enough birds in Manchester to go around. So please do it with us. Join in if it happens today, please.
Could we break the world record? Maybe Everton.
And get your score predictions in below. Last thing.
Could we break the world record that maybe Everton fans had set at some stage for simultaneous pigeon dancing, like you bring up there?
That would be awesome.
Big up to Phil P saying, running with the brother and the family. All good, thanks. We are ready for the action shortly. Big up to you, Phil P. Thanks for watching. Adrian Chia saying as well, working hard on a Werner redemption script. Thank you very much, Adrian. I appreciate it. And we'll slip in the $5 for you for that, because we would love a Werner redemption script. And then maybe if he gets enough goals, I think someone was talking to Dave about a Werner apology for him. So maybe get that in the works as well. Big up to you, Adrian.
Shawnee, Mr. Maddox.
Big up though.
Look, I don't think I need to sign an apology form because, I'm not saying it's not going to work. I'm just saying I think in terms of ambition, it's a gamble. In terms of finances, it's not. But I still have hope. There's still a massive part of me that wants him to work. Don't get me wrong.
Dave, everybody just wants Dave to apologize for something.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? It must be because I'm so right on so many things that when I get something wrong, they just want me to apologize.
Yeah, you got to start apologizing.
Johnson with the flick, that's no use. Hold it up. Onana with the kick out. Who's that? Varane. Go on, Richie, charge him.
And no Kulu, everybody, because I think he had an illness. Someone had said.
Yeah, he's got a bug of some sort, which is sad. Really could have done with him here today. United trying to play out from the back here.
Good pressure, though.
Yeah, we're putting on enough pressure. That's it, Werner. Look at that. Speedo, Werner.
Turbo. Whoa, Vanders.
Geez, the pace in this team was frightening. We could actually take the summer off and go for an Olympics gold medal with this with the pace we've got. We could own the Olympics and football.
Rambam. It's just lovely to see these two together again.
It's great. Look at that nice crisp pass in between them.
Nicely done from Johnson.
Who's that? Speedo Werner. Into Richie.
Richie and Bentancur.
Bentancur. Can he find
post? Oh, yeah, Werner.
By the way, it's a joke that a man has stayed behind to play this game and then flying out to AFCON. That is a joke, by the way. United are true here. Marcus Rashford, shit touch. Pedro Porro, can he get back? Get tight to him. Don't let him shoot. Don't let him shoot. He's cut by 3 or 4. Great tackle by Adoji. Oh no.
It's Højlund.
Oh, fuck off. It's Rasmus Højlund. Yeah, he never scores. He never scores. You cannot allow Rashford just to run around like that with the ball. Fuck me. Fuck me.
Udogie got
Place
stuck
is falling
in.
Down. Like, how are they beating us?
Udogie got stuck in, and trying to remember how it got happened. I think he just picked it up from there, or someone was
ball watching there. Udogie made the tackle, and someone was definitely ball watching.
Yeah, someone didn't get to the second ball after Udogie got stuck in.
And it's a shame because it started off on a great attack for us, but look at
Romero
the speed.
kept them on as well. Romero keeps them on here.
Look at the speed they counter on us from our own cross. Rashford beats
Lets him
Porro, beats
inside.
Romero way too easily. Adoji, great tackle. And Romero's
Yeah.
just standing there ball watching.
It's not great from Romero, I must be honest.
Wrong bomb. Wrong bomb.
A little bit of a slow start from him, you must say, because it's that he keeps
He
them
initially
on
keeps
side.
them on.
It was more keeping them on side really was probably the worst of the mistakes.
He's just got to do more to Hoyland though as well. Put more pressure on him. Slide in or something. He's just it's very Eric Dyer-esque defending that with his hands behind his back. Here we go. Long afternoon. That's not the start we needed, Jacko.
No, it's not.
Especially don't need him finding the back of the net. I mean, that guy, the amount of chances he missed against Wigan, 1 opportunity. You can't write it though, can you? He missed about 20 opportunities from 6 yards out against Wigan. He gets 1 opportunity against us, and bam, it's in the back of the net. He looks like a seasoned finisher. It's so annoying. Come on, Speedo. Go on, Werner.
It's all the way back there. Is this where you want them?
That's it, big
well
dog.
Done.
Werner.
Oh, get there, Rich.
Rich, he's off. He's off.
Timo.
Oh, okay. Well done, Werner.
Well done, Termo.
United look up for this.
Timo.
You call him Dermo.
I keep calling him Dermo. It's a Termo. Turbo. Richie earns a corner.
Come on, Spurs.
Come on, lads.
Nick Nack saying some finish that. Yeah, to be fair to the guy, it was a great
Yeah,
finish. You know, it's a shame he had waited till Tottenham to do it. That's annoying. Come on. Big Rombom or a Van de Ven here now. That's what we need. Pedro Porro's deliveries against Burnley were shite. They need to be better. Come on. Porro there. Good delivery. Who's there? It's a great delivery.
Good touch from Udogie.
Doji.
Højbjerg.
Onto Romero. Or Højbjerg. Great ball out to... Who's that?
Skip.
Richie?
Skip.
Not Skip.
Bentancur.
Just don't panic now, you know. Just play your way into the game.
Yep.
Do not panic. What's done is done. Just get a foothold. Great ball by Romero. On to Brendan Johnson. You better find Richie.
To the right area. Hard one to find there. It's got to be in the air, maybe in that case.
United are playing through this press, though.
Playing
with
through
great
that
effect.
midfield.
One-on-one Garnacho with Udogie. He's got the overlapping Dallo. He uses him. Udogie's left on his own. Great bloody defending by the kid.
Yeah. 2-on-1. Well done. Yeah, the
Derek
midfield.
Hutchins says we're in for a long... My man, that we are.
Yeah, midfield.
All my
getting
worst
bypassed
fears
as
coming
well.
into the game have come true.
Yeah. Midfield getting bypassed. Also, Dave, if this stream doesn't work for you, we do have another stream.
Oh, no, it's working. It's just it's working fine, lad, actually.
Well, we need
It's my
Spurs
own
to start
eyesight. I
working
get
fine.
players mixed up.
Need Spurs to start working fine.
Oh, come on. Clear this. Oh, look at him. He can't wait to get on the TV. Look at him. Referee, just leave it. Oh, that's a red card. That's an elbow by Johnny Evans and Højbjerg. And VAR just let that go. I don't believe that. They just let it go.
I'm surprised.
How are they letting that
naughty.
go? How's that not sending off? If Romero done that, Gary Neville would be all over it. He'd be all over it if Romero done that. Different horses for different courses, I suppose. And I watch him make an excuse for that as well. Ben with the super chat says, always happens. Poor form, play Spurs, you score. It always happens, lad. It actually always happens. It's so annoying. He's turned into Haaland. He's gone from Højlund to Haaland. Fucking hell. Go on, Richie.
Big up, pal, Ben. It is sort of stupid. That does happen.
It's so annoying, though, isn't it?
I must say, too, though, like, often when we do come up against bigger clubs, it feels like this season, we will have these random injuries that happen. Like the Gio Lo Celso injury, I think, really hurt us. Kulusevski injury is obviously hurting us, but ball in.
Look, what I will say, don't forget United had some great opportunities in the first half against us at our place, and they didn't take them and went on to win the game. We're not out of this yet. If we can grow into the game like we did in the first game, we still have a good opportunity here today. Great ball by Højbjerg to Porro. Gets it
Good
under
touch
control.
as
He's
well.
got runners off him.
Porro went himself for goal. A little cheeky.
Oh. So if we can just keep it at 1-0 and grow into the game, we'll get one back.
Everyone's saying Skip is headless chicken in midfield.
He's even touched the ball.
I think it's more in the press. A lot of people are saying in the press.
Yeah. Oh, come on, ref. Johnny Evans has just elbowed someone, Højbjerg, in the box. And Adoji bundled someone over, and it's a free. Oh, my God. Referee book is coming out again. It's out, guys. The cards are out again. I can't. He's just jogging around.
Højbjerg's
Well
got to
done.
wake up.
Great
Well done.
tackle. Højbjerg.
Skip and Højbjerg
Will
just
he,
too late to react.
will he actually make a challenge? Just get there for once. Now they're on us again. Well done, Adoji. Tottenham not breaking out very quickly in numbers here. I don't like that. Everyone's very slow to get going forward. Højbjerg. Into Skip. Straight back to Højbjerg. Doesn't even turn. It's embarrassing. Romero. Van der Ice Cold Veins.
Timo.
Good ball to Speedo. Go on, Speedo, Werner.
Speedo.
Cuts inside. That's it.
That's nice.
Good ball to Richie.
Richie, nice,
Richie.
Rich.
Pass out to Bentancur. Come on, Johnson. Back post. Look at him. Look at him.
Timo.
Oh!
Decent deflection.
Got out for a corner kick. It was nearly Werner on the dance floor. That's much better play by Tottenham, though. That's much
nearly
good delivery
dance
by
floor
Johnson,
time.
actually.
That's hilarious.
Huh?
Nearly dance floor time.
Yeah, it was. I'll have to get a wooden dance floor made behind me when he scores. Start doing that.
Get tap shoes.
Come on, another good delivery here. It's be an outswinger if it's Porro on it. This is a Richarlison or Romero all day long. It's the outswinger.
No!
Oh, it's good off the line. Højbjerg has it. Deliver it.
Not a bad
Good ball out. Great ball to Porro. Bloody great ball. He just didn't want to play Skip. Good ball. Corner.
Oh, not out.
Kept in. Skip, you better win that, you chicken. Well done. Højbjerg, good header out to Werner. Speedo. Goes on the outside. Gets tackled.
Well done, Pierre.
Højbjerg in with the slide tackle. Well done. Skip.
There you go.
Into Adoji. Good ball.
Nice.
Good ball around the corner.
Oh, good try, Johnson. Good pressure, Johnson. Get there, Rich.
Richie, is it?
That's out for a corner.
Well
Thank you,
yes,
sir.
well done, Richie.
Thank you, sir. Good pressure, this, says King Hoddle. Very good pressure indeed.
Yeah, the chances are coming now. The chances
Winning
are coming
those
now.
aerial battles at the moment.
Oh, it's cleared by Dallo. Werner just waiting there.
Winning the aerial battles right now, I must say. And
Yeah. Good point, actually.
Good crosses in from Porro so far.
Come on, another good delivery here, Porro. You're the postman. Remember this. Remember who you are. You run the lunatic asylum. The one-handed approach. Steve Curler in. It's a good ball.
Richie Bike.
For the overhead. Richie went for the overhead. Orox beats.
Oh, Skip, please get rid. Okay. Oh.
He's on. He's on. No. Orox beats nearly got his Richie overhead, Jack.
Jason, Skip's literally just a warm body. I mean, I think that's where Postecoglou just eventually just has to get to terms with that. He just has to eventually realize.
Do you know what? Didn't he score? Wasn't it a screamer against? Was it Chelsea or West Ham last year?
Yeah.
Now would be the perfect time for him to step up at one of them.
Barcelona scored a brace.
Yeah, true. That's it, Richie. Good press. Forcing Anna to go along. Should be yours. He's off, surely.
Nope. Tries to touch it past Udog.
Well done.
What a tackle as well.
He's assassinating him.
Doesn't like that he tried to take him on. Doesn't like that. Tried to take him for pace. Found that probably disrespectful, Udogi.
Look at that. Smash. Love it. Now just deal with the set piece. Let's go back at United then. So annoying how quickly they caught us on the counter-attack as well. Ericsson
cleared away.
continues on with the shit corners he used to
Get
take
there,
at Tottenham.
Skip.
Good burst of pace there by Skip. Fucking hell, I thought I was Van de Ven. Time Romero. Well done. Great ball out as well to Johnson. Moving on to Bentancur. Oh, look at Fernandes. He's already moaning. He's already at it. Big Ange looks unhappy. Just get one goal back in it and we can all relax a little. Come on, Van de Ven. Romero on the ball. Go with it, Van de Ven. Use it. Right now, that tree between Vicario, well done. Højbjerg, good ball into Porro. Poor by Porro, really, there. Very poor. Left Johnson short. Don't foul him.
Down low. Minu sprays it out wide to Rashford. Rashford takes it past Porro. Cleared away by Rambam.
Okay. Oh.
Getting some freedom against Porro.
Yeah. But you know what? Like, usually whoever plays down that side's double, in that midfield, Sarr usually doubles up with Porro.
Yeah.
He's not getting any help off that midfielder. And if the midfielder ain't going to do it, Johnson's going to have to get back to do it. Someone is.
Yeah. Cleared away by Van de Ven. Great clearance as well. It was a good ball in. Yeah, midfield is not getting the ball back. Exactly.
No, and it's nowhere near competitive enough. They're nowhere near the ball to be able to turn it over. Højbjerg just hoofs clear. If it carries on like that, I'd actually nearly stick Richie in midfield and bring someone else off the bench. At least he'll run around and put some effort in. Onana with another long ball. Doesn't go to anyone this time. Doji tracks back to pick it up. Should have left that for Vicario. Just good ball into Werner. Ooh, Doji skip. Oh my God, everyone else can play one-touch football in a tight space. Soon as it goes to skip, it's bouncing up in the air like they're playing on bouncy castles. Jesus. Come on, Spurs, realise you're 1-0 down and start going at them. These are bloody shit. Johnson. Bentancur even, sorry. Højbjerg. Bentancurs.
Good try.
New name for Bentancur, Mercedes Benton class.
There's the dragon.
He's waiting to get on. Well done, Adoji. Skip, good flick to Werner. Speedo. Onto Adoji.
Udogie into Richie. Not a bad ball. Just gets put out by Evans.
Well cut out there. Saved a certain goal there.
Good play, actually, down that left side.
It's looking promising, that left side.
That was good play.
Come on,
Honestly, Timo, not bad, right? Like so
yeah,
far,
he's done all right.
I mean, for what's been sort of a cagey start by Spurs.
Yeah, no, he's done all right. He's done all right, Timo Werner. To be fair, let's try and capitalize on these as well. We've won a few of these balls into the
Yeah,
box. Let's try
we've
and
been
bury
getting
one.
these in the air. We have.
Not a good
Yeah,
delivery.
it's a
Yes,
Richie!
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 Woo!
Come
Woo!
on! Come on, Rich! Come on,
Come
baby! That's what you do, Big Richie. That's what you do,
on!
son. That's what
Doubt
you do,
him now.
son. That's what you
Fucking doubt
do,
him now.
son.
Come
That's
on!
what you do, son. Richie time, baby.
Prue. Come on, feed the bird. Feed the fucking bird. Let's
Come on,
go.
Rich.
Back. Jacko, we're back in it.
Come on, Rich. Answer the haters, Rich. Answer the
Just
haters.
as I said, take advantage of the deliveries, Jack. Richie up there. Look at that.
Oh,
He's
lovely
first up.
header. Lovely header.
Is it Highland? Has it come off Highland there?
Maybe.
I don't want to discredit Richie.
Let's see him rise. Here, pigeon rising. Pigeon.
Oh, yes, it's the
pigeon
pigeon.
all over it. It's pigeon all over
It's
it.
him.
It's bird shit all over it on that one. Absolutely love it. Beautiful header from Richie.
Come on. I told people he'd score today.
Come on,
I'm going to
Richie.
keep bringing him up in the pre-match build-up. Let people diss
Take
him
those
because
fantasy
he's just
points
gonna
as well. We captained him for fantasy as well. We captained him for fantasy.
Did you?
Come on. Yeah, Dave. I think you might have as well. I think I got you to do it if you didn't change it. But yeah, we captained him for fantasy. Come on. Come on, Richie.
Oh, come on, Richie. Prue, Jacko.
Oh, he's
Honestly,
answering
we
the
need to come up
haters.
with our own language.
Answering the
We need to
haters.
speak
Love it
pigeon.
from Rich. Just great timing as well. Like you said, Dave, we need to take advantage of some of those, and we just did there.
Yeah.
Whipped into a great area, to be fair again. Another ridiculous delivery. Just asking for somebody to rise.
Oh.
Everybody,
People
use
saying
those
they hate
Richie
that
emojis like Ed Sweeting. Use those Richie emojis, everybody. Use them.
That's it, Ed Sweating.
Well
Love
done,
that.
son. Well done, son.
Prue,
Fucking
bloody
Rich.
Prue.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go and see how Dermo's getting on. He doesn't like Richie. Let's see what he's celebrating. Dermatron.
Van de Ven.
Oh, let's put in a comment. Oh, I love that. Love that. Come on, Jacko. We're back. We're on the attack again. Let's go. Do you know what? Poro's deliveries have been absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on today from corners and that.
Oh,
He's given everyone a chance who attacks it.
Updated the score. Sorry, everybody. Got too busy pruing. Sorry about that, everybody. Too busy thinking about my Richie runs that I'm going to be doing. But it's getting really cold outside, and it was really windy today as well. So I didn't want to do a Richie run. So it looks like Richie's commanding me to do it, saying no excuses.
Buddy, just put in a yes in the comments if you've done this pigeon celebration with us as we were doing it. Like we said before the game, if it happened, we wanted everyone to join us. So if you did, just put yes in the chat, please. I sit here every weekend on this Sunday evening reflecting, and I'm like, I love the fact
Well
that
done,
there's
Werner.
potentially like
Have a hit, Timo.
Speedo!
Hey, we're the Timo fans.
That's not what we wanted to see from
Who
Werner.
got that one?
But yeah, I sit there every weekend, Jack, and I love the fact that there's about 400 adults around the world pigeon dancing in their sitting rooms. It's brilliant. Ah, yes, getting a few yeses now. Shawnee Maddox getting stretched. He wants to hit the dance floor. He reckons Werner's going to get the next one. He's actually had a good start to this game today, Werner, to be fair.
No, I mean, he has. Someone said he looks like he's been playing on the team for years, the way he started. I mean, it's a very generous.
It's a bit over the top.
Very generous, but, I must say, he's not looked nervous at all. You got to give him that. He hasn't looked nervous. He's been progressive, been positive with the ball as well. He's not gone sideways all that much. Well done from Bentancur. Good ball.
Oh, here we go. It's still alive.
Timo,
Good
come
ball.
on, son.
Go off, Werner. Run at him.
Come
Burn
on,
him. You've got to do it. You're
Turbo.
pulling the player's way.
I
Werner.
got blocked. I like the energy though to want to shoot.
Do you know what? I love this unselfishness of a Doji though, right? He could easily stand there and ball watch, but he doesn't. He sprints on the overlap and pulls players with him, which allows Werner to get inside. Bentancur. Poor ball to Porro. Porro mops it up. Onto Johnson. Another poor ball. That's a yellow. If he didn't win that ball, that's a yellow. If not a red. Studs are up. Yep, well done, referee. We'll write Wan-Bissaka down in the book. VAR going to check this. One Bissaka, 2 Bissaka, 10 Bissakas. 1 yellow card. That's nasty. That's a violation.
Yeah, it's not a nice tackle. Big up K32.
Right, that's Wan-Bissaka in my book for a yellow card, and Johnny Evans is in my book, should have got a red card. So we'll be talking about that at halftime.
David thinks it should be a red. I'm not sure.
People, if you're listening to Gary Level, let me know how he's explaining his way out of the Johnny Evans ones and this tackle as well. Because when it was Romero against Chelsea, he was, making them stupid noises. What a red card. Here we go.
Richie.
Good ball, pull back. Richie.
Just a little too much.
He was lining up for the overhead. He's getting one today. Orrock's Beats must be his agent or something.
Oh, shit.
Come on. Back. Yeah, people saying that's a dangerous tackle. Or a tackle. I'm going to say a dangerous tackle. I'm making myself hungry, Jack, talking about tackles. Did he book Bentancur for kicking the ball away? Did he just book Bentancur? Oh my God, what a clown. Bentancur's telling him, I can't hear the whistle. Equipment malfunctions, we now get booked for that as well. Come on, let's go and get the second. Now's the time, Jacko.
Definitely the time. Come on, lads. Oh, shit. Sorry.
The Rambam standing over the free kick. I wonder is he tempted to have a go from his own box. Dallo into Menu. Jesus, fuck me. Skip got in a block. Jesus Christ. We'll start. Do you know what, Jack? Next watch along, we'll start playing skip roulette. You know, how long will it take him to touch the ball, and how long will it take him to make a tackle? Well done, Van de Ven. Skip, good ball. Just too much on it. Good idea, though. Oh, well done, Poronator. You've got Johnson. Oh, it's a poor ball. United are 2-on-1 here with Wan-Bissaka and Rashford running. Porro chasing behind. Can he get there? Romero's going to have to come across, and he does that to great effect. Oh, the run bomb. Go on, Brendan Johnson. Good defending there by Romero, Jacko.
Very good defending. Like you say, though, I mean, good chance here for Spurs, though, to grab a second and steal some momentum.
Yeah, be really nice. Come on, Spurs. Well in this. United now back on the ball, knocking it around. Johnny Evans. Varane. Ericsson. That's it, Skip. Keep going. Keep going to Anana.
Sometimes the most advanced of all the pressers has been Skip.
Yeah.
So it seems like he's been given that license to do that. Well done from Udogie and Timo. It's hard to pick between Turbo and Timo every time.
Just go with whatever floats, whatever's on the tip of the tongue, Jacko. Come on, a good bit of possession now. Let's build a nice attack here going forward. Skip.
Højbjerg,
good ball into Bentancur. Good ball. Yeah.
Ben-
Yeah, Bentancur. Yeah. White boots. Yeah. Ten Hag issuing out instructions. Doji, good ball in the middle to Højbjerg.
Pierre, not a
Gets
great touch,
dispossessed.
but into Bentancur. Well done,
Well
Bentancur.
done. It's tidy.
Romero. Van de Ven.
They want to invite United out here and try and play through it.
Højbjerg,
Højbjerg,
nice.
great ball.
Into Poro.
Great ball to Poro. Poor ball to Poro, though.
Tried to find
It's
a
the second one
bogey.
he's given away on a good breakaway.
Well done,
Well done,
Rich.
Doji and Richie. Onto Speedo Werner. You've got Skip and Richarlison breaking with you. Slows it down to give it to a Doji.
Romero.
The run bomb.
Oh,
Great ball
lovely.
into
And Richie. There you go,
Richie.
Richie.
Good ball out to Johnson. Get on the outside,
Come on,
Poro.
Johnson. Johnson.
Oh, it's weak. Good effort, though, but it's weak. Straight down on Anna's throat. Easy to deal with. That's much more threatening. Do you know what? He's found himself in good positions out there. He's got to stay out there, and we've got to try and feed him more. It's a ball over the top here, though. Marcus Rashford. And he's got Garnacho speeding into the box. Don't let him get it across.
Ball across.
Vicario, well done. Surely he's offside there, by the way. No, he's made the run inside his own half. Yeah,
close.
Clever. That touch took away the crossing opportunity there on Rashford. He's got another one, though. Great defending by Poro. He needs help down that side big time. United with a corner kick. We've defended them pretty well so far.
Haven't said Brendan Johnson's name a lot. Hopefully we can get him more involved as well. Good ball in.
Well cleared. Yeah, you're spot on.
No, decent ball.
Oh, well done, Doji.
Come on.
Nah, get up, Garnacho. You're holding on to him. You're trying to buy that. Højbjerg, well aware of people around him.
So you got to come close, Timo.
A few wrong options now when we're trying to break out. Yeah. United are just getting a bit of a spell here with our poor giving away the ball. Very poor. Rashford. Well done, Poro. Bloody Poro. Brilliant defending.
Well done, Poro. Yeah, it's just midfield. Midfield has not been great in possession today. They really haven't.
It's killing us at times. It's killing us going forward. Don't tell me they're looking at that.
Oh, please. He's just throwing himself to the floor after that. No, they want to look at it.
They better not be. That's not enough for him to go down like that. Well done, Richie, outside of the boot ball as well to Van de Ven. He's feeling it. Van de Ven onto Speedo Werner.
Nice pass into Richie. Richie's got two men on him.
Oh, well done. Ref.
Oh, I feel like there's a foul there.
It's a foul all day long. Time Højbjerg.
Back to Romero.
At times, I just want Højbjerg to play that ball forward instead of going backwards.
Yeah, I know
ball
what you mean.
Poro.
I know what you mean. Johnson.
Out to Johnson.
Pierre.
That's better.
Gives it away.
Van de Ven to mop it up. Onto Salzburg. Come on, deliver one of them saucy balls into Doji. Poor pass. Come on, it's getting sloppy out there now.
Yeah, we've lost a little bit of that confidence all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Pick up Willie McKenzie. I haven't said your name in a while. He just writes diving. He's a diving bastard.
Big up, Willow. How are you keeping, my man? Let me know in the comments. How's life been treating you, brother?
Good to see that Garnacho has brought you into the chat, Willie.
Højbjerg onto
Pedro, come on.
Go on, unleash. It's where he scored against Burnley. Should have had a crack. He scored from a similar position against Burnley. Garnacho is going to absolutely hate his evening now up against Doji. He's not getting any joy whatsoever. It's all Rashford's the only one getting joy. That's risky by Vicario.
Yeah, it wasn't a great pass back, though, I must be
No.
honest.
But we're out. We are out with plenty of space. Porro, what can he do?
There you go,
Good ball to Brendan
Johnson.
Johnson.
Come
Come
on.
on,
Whip it
Johnson.
in.
Come on. Good ball.
Oh,
It's
my
just
lord.
no one
Who is
there.
that, too? To look up. He just doesn't look up
Yeah.
sometimes, either. Look up.
It's a poor cross. It's a poor cross. That's it. Just get your bearings back on the ball again for a few minutes. Rombom. To VDV. This is looking more like Tottenham now. Højbjerg. Good switch of play out to Romero. Use that space. Someone come short and look for it. Fuck me. Someone come and look for it.
Yeah, Johnson
Jesus
needs to come
Christ.
short, man. Come short.
Johnson didn't want it there. He's
gotta
got
help
to
him
come.
out,
He's got.
though.
You're right, Jack. He's got to drop for that.
He's got to help him out. Nicely done, Romero.
Højbjerg to Porro. Back to Højbjerg. Give it to Bentancur. Well done. Go on, Benny. Van de Ven to Werner. Tottenham just keeping a spell of possession, which I don't mind. It's just a shit ball.
Well done,
by
Rich.
Bentancur. Richie wins it back.
Oh,
Well done. He's
hospital
been
pass.
brilliant today.
Hospital pass into him straight away as well. There you go,
Scored his
Skip.
goal and everything that's come to him, he's done well with, Richie. Højbjerg and Skip, will one of you play the ball forward?
Yeah, jeez, lad.
Please. Fucking hell. The two of them are just passing it between them 5 yards. Harry Winks used to do that. Van de Ven into a Doji. And none of the midfielder are coming looking for the ball. Look at Skip. He's not even showing with any determination.
Uh-oh. Come on. No.
Don't let that in. Oh, Van de Ven. Well done, Bentancur. Bloody great tackle by Bentancur. Oh, my God. He could have easily given away a penalty. Porro's on the ball. Give it to Johnson and let him run.
There you go.
Look
Come
at this.
on.
Run at him.
Come on, Johnson. There you go, son. See Porro.
Cuts inside. Onto a Doji.
Nice.
Good ball out to Werner. What can you do?
Not great first
Come on,
touch.
Turbo.
There you go. Good pass, though.
Salzburg.
Someone's got to make a run off the center backs.
United blocking it up very to great effect there, I have to say. They've got every man inside their own half at this moment in time behind the ball. We do need more movement, though. That midfield, they need to do more to want to get onto the ball. Højbjerg. Good ball out to Werner. Drive at him. Skip. Højbjerg. They're just waiting. They're trying to get United to come out and press them. United have no interest in it now. Bentancur.
All right, see Johnson now.
Now move this quicker.
Okay.
Great ball into
Richie.
Richie.
Good idea.
Roll.
Good idea as
What
well.
an idea around the corner to Porro. Could have turned there.
okay.
Plays it back to Bentancur. Good
Skip,
ball into
nice
Skip.
skip.
Johnson.
Well
Well
done.
done, Porro.
I think Johnson actually in there, and Skip, to be fair, helped out in winning it back.
Come on, Spurs. Højbjerg gets it under control. Maneuvers as well. Great clip over the top. That's more like it,
Pedro.
Højbjerg. Zinedine Salzburg onto the postman, Porro. Can he deliver? It's a
Pedro
great switch
switches
out
play,
Speedo.
lovely.
Oh,
Timo.
God, Speedo. Good ball to Adoji.
Oh,
Unlucky. Cross cut out.
Good track back, Timo.
That's it. Who's getting over there now to help Porro down this side? No one seems to be in any rush.
Yeah, midfield's just looking to block it up, I guess.
No one's getting out there.
Ball
Rashford,
behind.
it's a simple ball.
Oh, Dogi!
Doji off the post.
Nearly an own
Oh,
goal.
Doji nearly scored an own goal. Hoyland, don't let him shoot.
Well done,
Well done,
Richie.
Richie. Fucking well done, Richie. Back on our
Well
own
done,
box. That's
Richie.
bloody brilliant. That's the shit he does not get praise for.
Never. Never.
Doji, Jack, he took a big risk there.
It's a close one there.
If you got a header, at least header it further away from the goal.
Yeah.
Oh, it's another ball in behind. Just over hit. We have to keep an eye on that now. United's starting to get a little bit creative here.
Yeah. If anything, I'm getting a little frustrated with the lack of. I agree with John. Agree with Sean. The lack of penetration, but it's more actually penetrating runs. Like I think
Yeah.
Johnson or Timo need to make more runs in behind because there is
Yeah.
at times space to do so, and they're
But you
just
know,
not choosing to. They're kind of just choosing just to hold their position wide instead of sometimes making those sort of runs, which I think are on, and I think we could occasionally play it. Fuck, they're
Dawn.
breaking through this here.
Rashford with the 1-2.
Rashford,
It's 2-1 Man
no!
United. It's just poor defending all around. Very, very static. And he's giving it the big in. Fuck me. Jesus Christ. We just switched off. 1-2 with Rasmus Højlund, and it's in the back of the net.
That's worse timing as well. Terrible timing.
Why, oh, why, oh, why? We done so much good work to get ourselves in the game, try and get a foothold in it, just to fucking do that. And the warning signs were there. He's had 3 runs down that right. He needs help. We need to get more people across to help Pedro Porro at this point. Højlund, who's that? Højlund free. No one near Rashford. Everyone drops off. Allows him to play the 1-2. It's just shit. It's just shit defending. And it slice it up, goes through Van de Ven's legs as well.
Yeah, I feel like
Brennan Johnson needs to start working back and helping out Pedro Porro. Even that run, but just 2 seconds before that, he's not even bursting the bollocks to get back. He's just jogging back and allowing Rashford to run at Porro.
yeah.
If the midfielder ain't going to do it, the winger has to do it. It's their only danger. Edoji has Garnacho wrapped up the other side. Eliminate Rashford, United have nothing going forward. How's it taking us so long to cop onto it? Rashford, he's another one that's struggled to score this season. Another one who's barely scored and he scores. Porro.
Oh, make the run, Johnson, man. You
Johnson.
actually, but he had the run though. I think he had the run to make it earlier as well for Bentancur. I just feel like Johnson needs to work more. He needs to work either off the ball more when we're in possession, or he needs to work off the ball more when we're out of possession.
That's it. Now use that, Werner. Exploit. Look at that space. Slows it down. With his electric pace, you just want him to blister into that pace, pull players out. Bentancur. Going to be a tough ask to win the game from this position now. Van de Ven.
I think they've just taken.
We have not used our pace in the forward line whatsoever.
They've taken their
to
chances.
any good effect. What is that? Look, I'd actually make the argument we're not getting the ball out to Johnson or Werner quick enough. But when we do, look at the space they've got to drive into, and they don't want to do it. It's all safe. They ain't going to break them down by playing safe. Look at Rashford, he's full of confidence now, asking for goal kicks to be launched to him and everything.
Is he not off?
Get out and close Højlund down.
Oh, no.
Oh, Rashford again. Porro. He cuts inside him again. Well done, Bentancur.
Well done.
If I see Rashford that free again, I'm going to scream.
It's that left-hand side.
Where the fuck is Johnson?
We've been wrecked down that right side.
There he is. See? Still play through it. Oh, well done, Porro. Shit pass. His passing has been off today.
Yeah, he just can't play out there. Romero. Well done, Romero. Into Johnson or Bentancur.
Well done. Picks up a throw in. Oh, So
Yeah, it's
this
been the
game.
right side. You're dead on. It's been the right side today. Just been lost. We've been getting wrecked by Rashford down that right side.
We really do miss Sarr. He absolutely neutralised him in the first game down that side. And the sad thing is, we don't actually really have any subs to change anything in the midfield either.
No. I wouldn't say that.
We can't get someone on to help him.
Well done, Skip. Great pass,
Come on.
Skip. Come on, Turbo.
Come on, Werner on the dance floor. Come on, Werner.
Oh,
nah, Jesus.
Shaves it wide.
He's just dragged it.
Yeah.
Such a promising position. Could have done with that.
Probably got
great ball by Skip though. Jesus Christ, what a ball.
I was going to say, what's been terrible is that Skip is starting to have a better game than Højbjerg, and Højbjerg needs to step it up. Skip is starting to have a better game than Højbjerg.
We're killing ourselves in possession, and we're not working hard enough out of possession.
Yeah.
Do you know what, Jack? Even there looking at Werner, sometimes I think he just needs to take that extra touch to compose himself.
No, he had no complaint. He could have taken more touches if he wanted to. If he really wanted to take on his man there. It's balling behind for Garnacho. Well done, Udogie. Skip a little late to the challenge, but Porro clears it.
Now Johnson's only coming into the scene.
Corner for United.
Just deal with this and get into half-time at 2-1. Problem is, we're not creating an awful lot either.
Yeah, Welsh gal saying, come on, boys, you need to attack more. Some players have been passengers.
They have been. They have been. You look at it, when the defender's on the ball, when they keep passing it around between them and back to Vicario, you know, don't get me wrong, a part of it is to try and draw Man United out. But also, that just shows that no one else in the midfield, wingers, anybody, is dropping into positions to be able to receive the ball or making the runs to be able to receive it. There's a lot of people hiding there. We need people to step up. We need players to step up. You know, Richie's done his job. He's got us back into the goal with the one opportunity that we've provided him. We need to provide more. It's that simple. And defensively, we need to get Brennan Johnson to wake the fuck up and get back there and help Porro. Or the midfielder.
Pedro, corner.
Wins us a corner. Come on, we got the last one. We capitalised on the last one. Please. Richie, Van de Ven, Rombom, any one of you, please. Get us back into this before half-time. We've actually been good from our attack and set pieces today. It's the one-hand salute by the postman. It's a good outswinger.
Oh, the bar!
And the follow-up is missed. Skip misses the follow-up as well. 2 follows up there. Højbjerg, great delivery.
Porro.
Get it down, Porro. Another one. It's another good delivery. Salzburg.
Pierre!
Oh, just pulls it wide.
Oh, my Lord,
We've
Romero.
been so dangerous from corner kicks today.
Oh, how's he missed?
Romero off the bar. Van de Ven with the follow-up. Skip with the follow-up.
Oh, Rom, how have you missed?
Oh, it's from 2 yards out as well. He's attacked it with venom and all.
Oh, off the bar.
He's done everything right there. Unlucky, Rombom. Come on, can we create one more opportunity before half-time? Win this and go at them. Salzburg.
Hey,
move out the way. Push him out the fucking way. Give him a yellow, ref. Give him a yellow. That's it, Romero. Get him booked, referee. He refused to move. How many more chances do you want to give him? Don't tell me. Yeah, well done. Yeah, exactly. Shouldn't have took you that long to get it sorted out either. But anyway. Fernandez. Look, I hate the little rat. I hate him. Straight in the referee's ear.
What the hell was that? Whatever.
Half time. Half time. Man
Bad
United
time to
2,
concede that
Tottenham
goal.
1.
Bad
Got a few
time.
things.
Yeah. Go
Few
ahead, Dave.
things to talk about. Look, before we get into the goals or anything like that, Jack, I do want to talk about Johnny Evans catching Højbjerg with the elbow. Um, don't understand why VAR didn't look at it. Don't understand why it's not a red card. If that was Romero, they'd be screaming for it.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really see it maybe well enough, or maybe as long as you did. Maybe I was distracted by something else. But it, I sort of got like a half a replay of it at the time, but it did look cynical and it did look intentional. I don't know, Dave. I mean, it's just we haven't gotten those sort of type of decisions really very much this season. I think we've gotten some, like in the case of Curtis Jones, right? We got a very lucky red card in their case, but I wouldn't say we've had sort of decisions like that sort of go our way all that much this season. I do remember a few naughty challenges that have been put on some of our players this season that you would think that would get sort of reviewed a lot longer, but just haven't even been given, any sort of moment at all. But um, I can't really be, yeah, Dave. I'll be perfectly honest. Didn't get as much of a look at the replay as you did.
Look, I just think, look, don't get me wrong, there's a bit of hustle and bustle, but he purposely catches him with the elbow. I mean, I'll be honest, I think they should be looking at it, but I'm not going to make a massive, massive deal out of it. But look, Jack, that half, I mean, let's get on to it. I mean, I find it frustrating, but I'm encouraged in a way, attacking set pieces, corner kicks. If we can get more of them, keep Pedro Porro with the great deliveries, we're getting our opportunities from that. But from general open play, we are not creating a lot whatsoever. Brennan Johnson's gone hiding this game. He needs to do a lot better. And anytime he has got into a good crossing position, both crosses he's put way over, hit them out towards the other side. Timo Werner, again, getting himself into good positions, done all right. I just want to see him with a bit more confidence and belief in himself. Richarlison, he's done great dog work, out of possession, in possession, he's done well, held up the ball, and he's took the one opportunity we've put on the plate for him. We need to provide more. Skip, I mean, great ball at the end, great pass to Timo Werner to try and put him through. But apart from that, he's done absolutely nothing. Growing into the game, I'd say a little, but he really needs to pick it up. Højbjerg, he started off well and he's regressing completely. Bentancur, I feel sorry for him in there. But I think Porro in possession going forward, great set pieces, but my God, he's been atrocious in possession. And I do think Romero and Van de Ven have been caught at times purely because, how fit are they for this game? They are looking a bit rusty out there, and both United goals came off that rustiness. But defensively as well, Jack, I mean, someone needs to take responsibility to get down there and close down Marcus Rashford. So
Yeah.
frustrating.
It's really just been that left side that I think we've been really hurt. And it's been a bit of Poro offering a lot of space to Rashford, but it's also been the fact that it feels like no midfielder or winger is there to help him out either in any of this situation. So it's kind of just been up to Romero and for Poro to sort of cover that whole left side themselves. And I think they've been caught out on a few occasions. Like you said, maybe in Romero's case, just a little bit sort of getting back into the work of things after the injury, maybe not feeling totally his best. I think Poro is probably the most played player this season, so he could have a bit of tiredness in some cases, but also he's only one man in that whole defense, right? And he will get caught out from what he tries to do for us also going forward in possession. And there's just been nobody that's been a consistent sort of name on that right side, even in possession or really out of possession, but especially out of possession. How often we've never said, we're really giving much credit to Johnson for tracking back, or really Højbjerg or Skip, whoever's responsible for that right side, for sort of tracking back and helping out. Bentancur, I think, has been probably the more solid person in possession, but sometimes I feel like he's been out on that right side defensively, and it feels like I've not heard his name said all that much really when it comes to the tackle or anything, and it feels like we're losing sort of some of that kind of battle and kind of midfield, both defensively and of course in possession. I think in possession we're really lacking creativity. But I thought that at least with these three guys, you probably turn the ball a bit more over, and I feel like we would be able to win the ball back. And I'm not seeing that much from Højbjerg, really Skip, or Bentancur, to be honest. And like I said, towards the end of that half, what really started to concern me was I couldn't see much of a difference between Skip and Højbjerg. And and to be honest, in their play. Like Skip, we usually feel like looks completely lost, and he did in the first 15 minutes. But he actually started to make more contributions, is probably the right word, to at least going forward and playing some nice sort of passing and at least getting stuck in as well. More so than even Hoiberg, which is a huge concern for me. I think sadly, Postacoglu has to relook the original midfield that he could have
Yeah.
trusted, I think, ahead of this game. He really does. I think it's Spurs probably win this game, or at least get more control in this game, if we actually think about a different player in midfield. And Postacoglu just has to think of that now.
Well, I think you've got three options on that regard, Jack, right? You can bring on Emerson, push Porro into the midfield. He's technically good enough to play there, but does that resolve the problem of turning the ball over? Not so sure. You can bring Donnelly in there. Again, it's a big ask. But, one thing I will say is we brought kids off the bench against Burnley, and look how much sort of that changed the tide against Brighton as well. When we were down and out, 4-0 down, the kids came on and helped change the tide, put some fresh enthusiasm in there. Or you can sort of bring Gill in there somewhere. He will affect the game one way or another. At least he'll work hard. But I agree with you, Jack. The press isn't quite there, and that's because the forward line are going. Midfielders aren't going with them. Skip's going at times, but no one else is from that midfield. And United are just picking passes right the way through. Look, I'll be honest, I knew coming into this game, I said it, I highlighted the dangers of not having Son there. Where's the creativity going to come from? But someone really needs to step up. But Jack, I also argue the players have to want to have that inside them as well. Without Son, you're looking at any one of them going, right, who's going to be the guy now? I'm not overshadowed anymore. I want that ball. I want to be the guy. This is my opportunity. And I just don't feel like anyone's really stepping up to take that. And I'm more looking at Johnson than Timo Werner, because Werner's only a new addition thrown straight in there. I'm more looking at that from Brennan Johnson. He's not giving it to me. He needs to wake up this second half. And there's no excuse for him not tracking back and helping Porro either, by the way, because Richarlison is on the edge of the box making challenges. So there's no excuses for Johnson not to get back there and help try and neutralise that threat. Look, the good thing is that I know Postecoglou keeps his Milijedanak in the stands. He'll be communicating down. So hopefully, there's something there that we can put right at half-time to get back on top of Man United and go at it. But what we cannot do now is we cannot concede an early goal this half, and I'd argue we cannot concede another goal this half, or winning the game will be beyond doubt, and you'd only be hoping to salvage a draw. This second half, I hope to see a much better performance. Because look, as bad as we thought United would be, it's more on our absentees missing and stuff like that, and it's coming back to kill us, and we have to do something different. We can't keep letting this go like this, because it's embarrassing to lose United in this way, especially when it's so weak and feeble.
It's weak and feeble, and I think most of it has come from the midfield. And also in the goals that we conceded, too, there was a bit of just sort of, I think, genuine kind of sloppiness and kind of, especially I think on one of them, kind of really in Romero's part. Romero seemed to want to get away with, keeping a high, not as high of a line as he's supposed to. And then also kind of got sort of done as well, sort of on not picking up that second ball after Udogie tackled it. Orox Beats with the super chat saying, put Porro right wing, put Emo at right back, Hill on for Werner. I think.
And he also has one before that, Jack, where he will add to it and we'll combine the two. And he says, both wingers have been shit.
Yeah. To be fair, I think Johnson in particular, I think going forward, I've said nothing really about him, I think. And even the times when maybe he has had it in forward areas, he's done what Dave and I even joked about in the pre-match build-up, that I think some are maybe occasionally maybe forgetting or, maybe ignoring, is that the guy really loves to overhit across. He really loves to just miss. It's not really that he doesn't have players in the box. That's just, complete lie. Like, he always has guys in the box usually to hit it to, since we've had Richie in that striking area. And also, too, like Sonny or Werner in this case have made runs into the penalty area. He's just not hitting them, really. He just misses the cross. Yeah. And then I would say in Werner's case, I think he's probably had the better game than really Johnson has, but he's had also a bit of the the Werner doubts where, he's had one good chance to get a shot on goal where he really should have probably challenged the keeper, and he didn't challenge the keeper at all. And then on another occasion where he could have maybe pulled off a worldy, sort of finish right at the top of the box, he, skied it into the, stands for a souvenir. So, but in terms of at least contributing going forward, I would actually say Werner's had a better game than Johnson. Not saying it's anything to rave about, but he has had, I think Johnson's really been anonymous. I'm not even sure if we said his name all that much going forward this game.
Look, both wingers have been crap, and if we want to get back into this game, it can only last for 5-10 minutes in the second half before changes will have to be made. Look, like I said, I think the onus should be put more on Johnson because he's been here longer. Saying that, he hasn't actually been here that long, though, in retrospect. But look, something has to change. One of them has to grab the game by the scruff of the neck. They have to G themselves up at halftime and want to make a difference. Whether they do or not is a different story, but you have to want to do it in the first place. With Werner, look, I can understand that he's a bit maybe passive at times. He's only new to the system. I would like to see when he does get in, I want to see him use his pace more, Jack. Burn players. He
He
has
could have
that pace.
challenged the keeper twice. Like, he should have gotten at
Yeah,
least one shot on target today, and he hasn't.
yeah. And look, that was my biggest worry with Werner coming in here. Could he be more prolific? Hopefully, if he gets another chance, he'll take it. But Brennan Johnson, he hasn't even had a chance yet, and he hasn't created anything yet either. So he really needs to pick it up. But look, if you were to make changes, you've got Gill. Look,
Yeah.
some people don't have any faith in him to change a game whatsoever. I can understand that to a degree. Um, you've
Donley.
got Donnelly, I suppose, you can bring on. You can put Emerson right back, push Porro right wing, like Orlock's beat is saying. But something needs to change, my man, because even on the ball, there's times like, now remember there one near the end of the half, Romero got on the ball. You're just waiting for Brennan Johnson, quickly, pretend you're going to run in behind, drop short, lose the defender, pick up the ball. He just doesn't. He doesn't even want it. He's standing there behind Wan-Bissaka. It's not good enough. Something has to change in that regard. But I'd also argue there was a good spell in that first half where we had breakaways. Hoiberg misplaced passes, Porro misplaced passes, Bentancur, Skip misplaced passes on the breakaways that we didn't capitalise on. We're just going to have to keep capitalising on corner kicks today, unfortunately, unless one of them wake up. But big up, Orox beats on with you. We need more from the wide man.
Maybe get Emo on and we could be winning even more aerial battles. But yeah, and I'd say Werner, if I were to sub anybody, it would be, yeah, Johnson for me, or Ox Beats personally. Adrian Chia says, Man U fans cussing Bruno and Wan-Bissaka, though, they are, even though they are up. I don't think Man United have really been any better than probably they were the first time we had played them. I couldn't say that they've been anything special really tonight. I think actually I'm sort of impressed with the two chances that they've taken. Really, they had the chance to with Hoyland. He took it right. He actually just sort of kind of picked it off of the center backs really, and picked it off of Udogie and sort of caught everybody sort of sleeping after that initial challenge. And to be fair to him, took his chance. And then Rashford has really been probably their best player, I must say, this entire match, and he's caused us a lot of problems down that left-hand side. Garnacho, I would say less so, and even to be honest, like Hoyland, I can't really say like he's contributed all that much apart from the good finish that he had in that game. So I think fair play to United for taking the chances that they've had, but I don't think they've really been anything exceptional or anything that special in any regard that I haven't seen from other teams, or even, and this is sort of a
Yeah.
Spurs performance where we've actually, even when we have had control of the games, if we don't have enough penetration from the midfield, and if the midfield aren't really dominating the game, there will be these moments where the opposition are good enough to sort of catch you out and sort of pick you apart. But they're not going to do it all that often because we do try to dominate possession and we try to sort of limit those as much as we can. But I think United, fair play to them, have taken those chances, but I don't think they've been anything special, Adrian.
I absolutely agree with you. Look, Hoyland, he's had easier chances, hasn't took them. Rashford has had easier chances, hasn't took them. Unfortunately, today, it seems to be always the way. When Tottenham turn up, they score. Look, that defence, I suppose you could say as expected. I did warn that it could be like this, chat, where, could they hit the ground running straight away? And there has been a bit of Ricky moments from Romero and Van de Ven defensively. On the ball, they've been all right. But I think you're right, Jack. For me, the game plan, the team talk at half time is sort of simple in terms of tactics. You need to come up away with taking Rashford out of the game. Take him out of the game. Who has created? Ericsson hasn't created. Fernandez hasn't created. Neither has Canacho. Take him out of the game. You've neutralised United going forward. But our biggest problem is, and you alluded to it, Jack, usually we're used to dominating possession in that midfield. We can't do that because we've got two midfielders who are not consistent enough on the ball, Hoiberg and Skip, and they've shown that today. So we're having troubles in that regard, and we're just giving away sloppy passes to United, letting them turn it over and
Yeah.
counter us. Even the first goal came from us putting the ball into the box. Onana, quick ball out, United play through us, so right up the pitch, into the back of the net. We need to try and get a grip of this game, neutralise Rashford's threat, and try and get a grip in the middle, and then we could go on and win this game, But unless we do that, it could be a long evening, I'm afraid.
Yeah, let's hope not, though. And it's up to the midfield. That's where we're losing this game, and that's where we could potentially do better to win this game. I completely agree. But them cussing out Wan-Bissaka, maybe for sort of Werner and some of the space that he's allowed Werner, and then in Bruno's case, I don't know, maybe Bruno just pisses people off in general. Alban saying rather a chance to one of those kids than to Werner, says Alban. He's already sort of kind of writing him off, or kind of just not even pleased with the transfer to begin with or in the first place.
But look, that's Jack. I was actually having this conversation with you yesterday. You know, the fact that when it comes to Werner and everyone's like, "Oh, if he does, right?" It shows the signing that you're after making. Look, I put it out there that it's a gamble. In terms of, you know, is he going to be able to come in here and get the goals? I've highlighted it for so long. I want someone more prolific that I know when he's put through, he's guaranteed to hit the back of the net 9 times out of 10. And I think that's where Alban is coming from. You know, he's probably one of them. I can't speak for you, Alban. I'm only guessing that maybe you just didn't have any confidence when you seen him because of what you've seen from him at Chelsea and since he's gone back to Leipzig, which I can understand people feeling like that. However, it's his first 45 minutes. Let's just give him let's give him a couple of games and see how he gets on. We've given Johnson how many run of games and stuff like that, and people still show patience. Let's try and do the same to Werner as well.
Come on, Alban.
I understand him, though. I do understand where he's coming from. I did say you could very easily put yourself in a situation at Arsenal where you've got Jesus and Nketiah and they're both not firing. The manager doesn't know who to pick.
No, you should have a shot on target. He really should, Alban. I mean, there's no excuse on one of those not to get a shot on target. Adrian Chia saying Skip's our highest presser in the first half is embarrassing. I think that's partially tactical. I think he seems to be the one that's being asked to be a bit higher up in the press. But also, I must say, like, again, it's been sort of anonymous a lot of times from the midfield, really, both in possession and out of possession. That Skip, I've just said, you know, again, Adrian, has started to look almost as good as them, if not better, which is a bad sign. Højbjerg getting picked as well.
Jesus Christ. Off. The ball gets put to Højbjerg and he just slows down like he's got all the time in the world. Fuck me. It's not a good start coming out from half time. He's supposed to be riled up and ready to go. Sorry, Jacko. It's just hurt me that.
Embarrassing is the right word from Adrian Chia. It's being an embarrassing first half from the midfield. It really has.
Yeah.
And then Nicholas Walker says Wan-Bissaka on a yellow, so we need to take him on. Let's see if we have the chance to do so. Looks like they moved him over to the left side, and they've actually moved him over to Johnson's side. Oh, come on. Bento! Yes! Get in there, Lolo!
He's the reason we'll be playing Champions League next season. Rodrigo Bentancur. Come on, Rodrigo!
Fucking hell, Lolo.
Fucking love it.
Fucking hell,
Mercedes-Benz class. I told you, Mercedes-Benz class. Let's go.
What a ball in. Whoever played that ball
Shit ball by Skip, by the way. Outside of Werner. He had to check the run. Werner does brilliantly here. Picks it up, cuts inside, holds it up, nice, finds Bentancur and Benson class buries it. Blackjack. Come on.
What a goal. What a goal. Oh, my Lord. What a finish.
He's the reason we'll be playing Champions League. And Rodrigo Bentancur.
We'll need a Benton-class performance today if we want to win this one. Come on, Bento.
Woo! What a finish on that. I didn't know. He didn't even know where it was going.
Come on, Lolo. What a finish.
Come on.
Oh, that ball into Skip, though, was terrific to break the lines of that midfield.
I think that was Romero.
What a ball. Absolutely tore them apart. Wow.
Here we go. We're at it now. Oh, poor Bentancur. He got excited. He got excited after his goal. The adrenaline's running through his veins.
Sucker punch, says King Huddle.
Oh, it's a sucker punch, Kingy boy. Hopefully now we can use that to go on at them and score. 2 times you don't want to concede. Just before halftime and just after halftime. It can really affect confidence levels. So hopefully now we can pounce on that, my man. Come on, Kingy. Oh, here we go. Big Dog Adoji's in full flight.
He hit it a little too hard, and it was not even on target to Bentancur. Well done from Romero. Just reads that heavy touch.
I've even got the Lucasade in myself here today, Jack. We're ready to power through this. Come on.
Great start, Spurs. Come on, lads.
Come
on.
Woo! Come on, Rodrigo. Mercedes-Benz class. Come on.
Romero.
Way. Fake pumps the pass. Oh, he's running out with it. Look at this.
Who's he finding? Johnson. Good touch.
Go on, Richie.
Not a bad ball,
Come on,
actually.
Richie.
Come on, Richie. Good run. Good hustle. Well done, Rich.
Big Rich, but his work rate today has been absolutely brilliant, Richie.
No, he's just...
He has led the line as a striker. I'll give him
No,
that.
I actually say he's been fine in his hold-up play as well today when he's had the service for the hold-up play. He's been able to... He's made
Let's not forget, he's got on the ball and spread some passes. I remember
That's what I
hitting
mean.
outside of the boot ball out to, what was it, Bentancur or something.
Exactly.
I was shocked.
That's what I'm trying to say. Exactly that.
Here we go.
Good
It's
ball.
a good
Oh, just slightly
just
short.
taking off Werner's head. Nearly had to get the dance floor ready. Nearly had to get Dragushin. Shines what's clean, to come in and polish that dance floor for me from Werner. Garnacho's getting very, very frustrated. Very frustrated down that side. He's up a difficult evening. Do you know what? He's rinsed most wingers this season, to be fair to Garnacho. Not a Doji. He won't do a Doji. He won't do our fullback. It's ours. Well done. Come on. Now we just need to calm down, get on the ball, dominate like we're supposed to, and they'll buckle and concede the third. Come on. Some
Lazy
of them United
Eight
fans
saying a
coming back
bento
late,
box
probably
to
still
box.
think it's 2-1. Huh?
And Lazy 8 saying a bento box to box plus some more. Pedro Porro
Yeah,
into the
definitely.
bento box.
Oh, it's a shit ball.
Get
Come on,
there,
Johnson.
Johnson,
You
man.
just got to pick that up.
Come on, yeah,
No.
you can get there. Why are you putting your head down?
Yeah. I think he was expecting Porro to be bursting on the outside of him. Does he not know the tactics? Does he not understand Porro's inverted, no?
No.
Come on, Rambam. Into Bentancur.
Oh,
what a ball.
lovely.
What a ball.
Into Pedro.
Porro. Oh, no one there.
Oh, the Timo.
Werner picks it up, though. Come on, Turbo. Speedo.
And for a
Corner kick. Jack, we've been brilliant from corner kicks today. Let's see if we can make another chance here.
Let's do this. Whip
Come
it in,
on.
Pedro. Whipping a good one for us, son.
James Flowers says, big up, guys. Been sub since day one. Thank you for on the show. Big up, James Flower. Really appreciate it. And good to see you in the building, my man. Look, it's been a long time, It's good to see you in there. And I'm glad that you're still enjoying the channel from day one, my man. Big yourself up, brother. Hopefully now we can go and get a third here and put ourselves in the ascendancy. Who else have we got here?
Good ball.
People grating on and on at the minute. Adoji. Hoiberg. Good ball out to Romero. Buys us a bit of time in possession.
Nice.
Great ball by Romero to Porro.
Oh, lovely
Use
pass.
him outside
There you go,
Skip.
Skip.
Good ball to
Richie!
Richarlison.
Didn't get enough on it. No.
Look, it's a good. Do you know what? It's a good effort though. He hits the target,
Great
unlike
pass from
Werner tried
Romero.
to do in the first half, and it's a good effort. Does it right. Takes it first time. Just not enough power.
Great play
but
all
good
around.
effort.
Great play all around by Spurs.
Good play. This is better. Oh, here we go.
Well
Dislodge
done,
it.
Pierre. Come on, son. There you go.
Well
Sauceberg.
done. He's barreling his way through there. Ericsson with the big switch of play to Rashford. They're going to do this all game. Well done, Porro. Benton Class
done.
picks it up. Or Johnson. Romero. The Rumbom. Vicario screaming. He wants it, the lunatic.
He
Give
loves
me
a good
it.
point.
Yeah, he loves the touch of the ball, doesn't he? Here we go. You're in space, Burner. Use it.
into
Use
the
your pace.
Timo.
Burn him. Oh, there we go. That's more like it.
Well done.
Corner?
No.
No.
Well done. Romero. Great tackle. Skip gives it away.
It's a poor ball. He's been a bit more lively though this half. Skip.
No,
To be fair.
he's
Stop
picked
it.
up from his. He had a
Yeah.
good tour. Like I said, he had a good end of the second half, and he's picked up from
Yeah.
that. Sauce.
Bentancur. Well
kept
done,
that in. He's
Richie.
definitely kept that in.
Well held up. Romero. Doji secretly wants it. Sauceberg. Onto the run bomb. Tottenham slowing it down in possession here just a little. Man United's got every man behind the ball. Hoiberg. Onto Porro. He's got loads of space. Look at Johnson. Oh, come on. Play him. He's tried to play the ball in behind for Richie. I think it was a better pass to play Johnson there. Ramos Bommis. Onto Ice Cold Van de Vens. Or Van de Veens. Into Salzburg.
Pierre.
Oh, good idea.
Ron Johnson.
Just make him force him out. Force him out. Well done. Well
done.
done, Johnson.
Oh,
unlucky.
Lost.
Oh, well done.
Well done, Poro.
Oh, and Rich, what a touch.
Sir!
That's a yellow card for Ericsson.
Well done, Richie.
How's that not a yellow?
Well done, Richie.
I'm feeling the goal off the back of this one, Jack. I don't know why. What a touch. Yeah, he's just grabbed them. Yeah. It's poor. It's poor by Ericsson. Come on, Big Rich. There's a second here for you, my son. There's a second here for you. Come on, boy.
Big up Marky New. Big up Tottenham Teacher. Big up Hennessy.
He's led the line brilliantly today. Big up Tottenham Teacher. Big up Paul as well. Elsie, good to see you in the building. No Moondog today. I wonder who he had on his first scorer.
Maybe he's celebrating. Maybe he won big.
It's a good delivery. He's been dangerous from them today.
Another set
Corner
piece.
kick to Tottenham.
Another set piece for Spurs.
Can we deliver?
Right in the middle, but nobody to win it.
It's all right. We still got it in Salzburg.
There you go, Pierre.
He wanted the big switch, but I don't think he trusted to be able to do it to skip, to be honest. That's who was waiting for it. The
Cario goes long. Looking for Johnson.
Win that, Johnson. Unlucky.
Good hustle
well done,
from Poro.
Don't let Ericsson do this, please.
There you go. Well done, Van de Ven. Little cheeky back heel as well to Rambam.
Another 35 minutes to press on for the winner. Come on, Tottenham. It's here for us if we want it. Oh, no. No. McTominay's getting warmed up, ready to come on. He loves a goal, Jackal. Johnson, good ball in behind. Done. Come on, let's go and get the third before McTominay gets on the field. Ange with the snood on. Must be freezing up there in Manchester.
He's not liking it, Ange.
No, he's not. He's from Australia, you know, and he's got, Greek in his blood as well. He's used to the sunshine. Good ball into Richie.
Nice job, Rich.
Well done.
Earns a corner. Well done, Richie.
Bloody brilliant.
Great hold-up play again.
Second, it's him.
Great hold-up play. He's been so strong. So strong.
He's been very good today. Been the liveliest out of the front three. He's been our leader up there today. He's got us up the field. Come on, we've been brilliant from these today. Let's get a good delivery here. Another good one. Plenty more people attacking it. Feeling Van de Ven on the end of this one, Jack. It's the Poronator. It's a great delivery.
Ball again. He's just the money. He's just been on the money all night. Just somebody needs to. One of these. Somebody will get there. Somebody will get on the end of it.
Yeah. Johnny Evans with the clearance there.
It's probably why we've been getting so many, to be fair, is because also these been whipped in such good areas.
9 corners today, madness.
Hard to get rid of him.
Yeah. Hustle and bustle. He goes back post.
Timo!
Oh!
Hard. I mean, it's asking a lot there.
He done well to get the shot on, to be honest, to hit that. That's going behind him and everything. Done very well there.
Probably not really. Can't really take a touch either.
Oh.
He
done very well there to get anything on that. He had to track back, move backwards to get on that. That was brilliant. Brett Lockhead says Johnson looks like a boy amongst men. Look, he does at the minute, but all we need is that one moment, right? Hopefully he can provide it, lad. Oh, no, here we go. McTominay on. He loves a late run into the box. He bloody loves it. Come on, Johnson,
Oh,
get on the press. No, how are they getting out there? Oh, Hoyland running at Van de Ven, and he does him. Gets the cross in.
no, Dogie. Someone's got to shout. You guys got to
I
talk.
don't think he listened to the call. Hoyland getting the crowd pumped up for this. Now, this is the situation we need to watch this McTominay now. Don't let him get a header. Jeez, Van de Ven hasn't looked too sharp defensively since he's come back today, has he? Him or Romero at times.
Yeah,
They'll get better.
They've been good in possession. I think Romero's been great in possession today, but he hasn't been the destroyer.
Just defensively, they look just a half a yard off it. They're not as sharp as they were. It's a good delivery.
Well done, Udogie.
Let go. Well done. Oh, Bruno Fernandes is at his morning tactics again. Cry more. Romero. Out to Van de Ven. Jesus Christ. Well done, Adoji. He's man against him against Canacho. Great ball by Werner into Højbjerg. Oh,
Pierre,
Salzburg doesn't
gotta get rid
release
of
it.
man.
Bentancur, you still got it though.
See,
Let's
Dogie.
go.
Okay,
Go on, Johnson. He gets it under control. Shit, he doesn't even get his head up. Wins the corner though. That'll do. Come on. Højbjerg's gassed.
Højbjerg's gassed, but he also has got to get rid of it there. I don't know why he's holding on to it.
He's absolutely gassed. Stat touch there. He didn't get it right, did he?
Yeah, he takes a hard tackle as well.
Come on, another good delivery. Do you know what? He could nick this, Højbjerg's, ball comes out from a corner kick. Good strike, like near the end of the first half. Porro with the delivery. It's another good one. No one attacks it, though. Doji picks it up. Porro on the overlap to Johnson. Just getting straight at Onana.
That was Bentancur, not a great cross.
Oh, Bentancur. That was a poor cross, that.
Good pressure, Rich. The front three, apart from Johnson.
That's it, Werner.
Good ball out. Well done, Mickey.
Oh, well done, again.
Well done, Mickey.
What were you saying there, Jacko, about
Werner
Johnson?
and Richie have worked hard out of the ball.
Yeah.
I couldn't say as much with Johnson, but they have worked hard off of the ball. Richie and Werner so far. We just need one of them to get their next chance, and we need them to bury it.
All we need is just one good cross from Johnson out of the 90 minutes. Just one. Please.
Romero gets a
Don't let
touch
him run
to
through.
it.
Don't let him.
Well done,
done.
Mickey.
Close it down. McTominay. Just drags it wide. They got a couple of lucky bounces of the ball there.
Yeah, they did. And Romero gets a nice foot
Jumped
onto
out.
that, but it helped them out. And then Mickey got a nice foot onto that, and it helped them out.
Warning signs are there.
A lot of people want to see Johnson taken off. I don't.
He has
blame
to,
them.
Jack. You got to get Gil on
He's not done
at some
anything
point.
really. He's just not done anything though, Johnson. He doesn't help out defensively.
I'd almost argue you need to get Højbjerg off soon as well. He's looking very leggy out there.
He has.
That was a lazy challenge.
Yeah, he has been. You're probably right there.
Let's get Dunbaum on and let's get Gil Messi on. Let's see if they can turn the tide. See, it's hard to change it in midfield as well. We don't have any genuine centre midfield options,
No, we don't. You could think about like what Orox Beats or somebody had said. Paul Markey, I believe, had said, moving Porro into midfield, bring Emerson on. Could think about moving one of the center backs maybe into sort of a number 6 role.
Yeah.
But
Martinez on for Evans. We can exploit that from corners.
We could. Interesting move. Wonder if Evans had an injury. He's only come back from injury as well, Lisandro Martinez.
I wonder, is it to get a bit more pace in there to maybe deal with Werner when he gets on the ball running at him?
Could be.
It's a ball in.
Thank
Big
you,
Vic.
Vic.
Come on, Tottenham. We just need one potent attack. People are saying they'd take a draw right now, Jack. Where are you at with it, my man?
I mean, with the way we're playing right now, I'd be a little disappointed if we didn't grab the third.
Yeah.
But the game can change, of course. But I don't know. Spurs
We've
have
got
the
ourselves
onus.
back in it.
Spurs have the onus, I think, right now.
Yeah. I think it's ours to lose now. We've done well to get ourselves back in it. We've got half an hour to go and try and get the winner. A point would be a better point for United than Tottenham, I would say. I get the argument, with how sort of hard enough this game has been, but I'm with you, Jack. I would prefer to go on and try and get this winner.
Just think
Get the winner.
We can
It's
keep
such a different narrative.
If we can keep the goals out from here.
Yeah. Just don't concede.
Good
good ball to Johnson, please. There's no one in there. Get your head up
us,
now.
Man.
There's no one there. He's going to have to do something himself. Again, it's to the back post. The last player I've seen do this was James McLean for Ireland. Consistently, every cross out to the other side. Go on, Adoji. Penalty. That's a penalty. How's he not calling that?
Richie. Oh, sir.
They better be looking at that.
How's not?
They better be looking at that.
Look like a penalty.
And if they do give it, who's going to take it? No foul there. He does brilliant to dispossess Garnacho. He's tiring.
Well, he's just shoved, and he's just stepped on his leg afterwards. He's just stepped on his leg afterwards.
If that's outside the box, they give that.
Never mind.
Maybe he did dive.
He's doing the same.
United with the breakout. Pedro Porro, he's got Rashford. You're going to have to get touch tight to him. You can't let him run into the box. Well done, Porro and Romero.
Well done.
Bloody great defending.
Well done.
Oh, and he's running with it. Go on, big dog. Great ball into Richie. Richie onto Skip. Well done, Skip.
Well done, Skip.
Werner. Don't slow it down. Why are you putting it out? Unless the Spurs player is down.
Shit.
Oh, no. Dozi's down. What a tackle by Romero and Porro there on Rashford, by the way. Porro done great to hold him up. You could see it coming. Porro read the danger very well there to keep that run and not play the offside trap. Holds him up brilliantly.
Well done.
Yes, well done, the two of them. Great defending. We need to create the next chance. Garnacho on a Dozier yet again. Oh, no, that's McTominay, sorry.
Nasty challenge on Udogi's ankle, by the looks.
Oh. Ten Hag, if we get a third, that hat will sink even lower on his head. He'll end up being inside the hat. What do you think Spurs need to do from here on out now, Jack?
I think we need to think about taking...
Do you think a change would work?
Yeah, I think we need to think about taking off either Højbjerg. I'd probably take off Højbjerg, but I'm going to be perfectly honest. I think it's still more the problem is in midfield than it is anywhere else.
Yeah.
As much as Johnson, I don't think has done anything to really deserve to probably still stay on this pitch, I still think the problem is more in midfield than it really is with him at the end of the day. Because Richie, I think, has sort of done enough, and to help us, and also as well, like I think Werner more and more finds himself in good areas. It's just up to the midfield to help control this game more.
I agree with you. I do think we need a change in midfield, and I think it's more Højbjerg that'll have to come off. Skip's actually growing into the game, to be fair to the kid.
Yeah.
Look, I would still look at trying to get Gill on one of them wings if we could. Just maybe 20 minutes, see if we can provide a spark or an impact. I think maybe the longer the game goes on, the less we're sort of opening Man United up. Maybe we need something fresh. But look, just stay in it. Don't concede, please.
Just not been also that enthused with how Brendan Johnson, I just don't think works that hard out of possession either. And even there, he just let the pass just go right by him. He could have just stuck a leg out.
Bentancur. If Johnson does stay on, we just need one ball. Surely we'll get one good ball in the 90. That's all we need from the kid.
Nice.
Højbjerg, great ball into Porro. Get running, Richie.
See Timo.
It's a good ball out to Werner. Get in the box, Richie. He's slowing down a little bit. Werner. Does his man. Wins a corner kick. That'll do. Dalot does well to stick with him there, to be fair. Again, he's another one. If you can just find that, although he did for Bentancur, to be fair. Assist on his debut, actually. Not bad.
Adrian Chia saying we should win more corners because that's been our best hope so far.
Yeah.
That's actually probably not a Not
And
about
that's
to
the
death.
thing. If United are gonna, if we're gonna keep hitting the ball off the United player in front of them and win them corners, just keep doing that. Then hit the ball out wide and get set pieces. Because he is right. We have been dangerous from set pieces. It's another good delivery. Who's up? No one.
Skip.
Skip.
Not a bad strike.
Oh!
Oh, that could have gone anywhere.
Oh,
It could have gone anywhere.
lucky.
Not a bad strike.
No, it was a very good effort, to be fair. He done everything perfect. It's easy to blaze them. Keeps it low. Puts it into the danger area. Good effort.
I feel like those could go anywhere sometimes. I thought that was actually headed in the back of the net.
That's him and Højbjerg that's having an effort now from there. There's a goal to be had from there for sure. We're causing United real trouble from set pieces. We haven't jumped for the last few, which is pissing me off though. Power's been putting in some delicious deliveries. It's another one on the money.
Win it. Oh! Someone won it. Just didn't get there.
Who was it? Bentancur won it.
Bentancur looked... Oh.
Go back to your keeper.
Pierre.
Ref.
Oh, he's just tripped. Pierre, man.
He's tripped or did he get tripped up?
No, he's not making much of an appeal. I think he just tripped.
If he's tripped there, that means his legs are gone, lad. Oh, are we checking something in the box here? Potential on ball?
No, I don't think so.
No? No, it's play on now. Referee just wanted a breather. Too exciting for him. Ball over the top of a Doji. Let that run. Well done. Someone look for it. Doji gets on with it quickly. Speedo Werner into Højbjerg. Good ball onto the Rombom. Does well to drive it forward a little and buy us a few yards. Højbjerg. Good ball
Nice
onto
job, Pedro.
Oro. Good ball to Bentancur.
Nice job.
Bentancur
Get there,
onto Johnson.
Johnson, get there,
he's
man.
pulling
How are you
out.
not getting there?
Oh, and he gets... Well,
How's he not getting there?
it's like he pulled out at the last second.
Well, he should be fast
got
enough.
pace.
He's supposed to have the pace to get there.
Man.
At least he didn't get done by Sandro Martinez after that.
With 2 bites at the throw and eventually throws it straight back to Tottenham. Romero. Come on, Van de Ven. He's looking for options. They're not quite there. Romero wants Bruno Fernandes to come towards him, and he's not biting. It's a great ball into Johnson. Johnson,
Nice.
Good ball on the overlap to Højbjerg. Højbjerg wants Porro to go. He goes for the delivery himself, and it's pretty tame and poor.
Well done,
but Richarlison
Richie.
picks it up bloody brilliantly. Bentancur to Salzburg. Porro's come inside and told him to get it over to the other side. Romero back to Højbjerg. Onto Bentancur. Great movement. Bentancur tries the trick. Porro wins it.
Well,
McTominay
audacious.
picks it up.
Well done.
Well done, Johnson.
Well done,
Romero.
He's offside.
And he's injured. Come on, we just need one more good attack. That's all we need. It's good press by Tottenham. Ed Sweating saying, Ange, in a difficult spot, are your needs to change, but I don't think he trusts the bench. Yeah, I think personally, I think I'd agree with that. You might see some changes, maybe final 10, final 5 minutes, but I think I'd agree with that. Do you think that's probably why we haven't seen changes, Jacko?
He doesn't really have too many options that he's probably been that confident with that much this season. Like he has Hill and then he has Donnelly to make impacts off the bench going forward. But, I mean, he's not really been confident in either of those guys really that much this season, sadly. And what is it? In midfield, pretty much nobody other than Donnelly, unless I'm mistaken, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, he's got nobody.
And Donnelly plays in that more advanced role in the midfield for the under-21s as well. So it's not like you can drop him in where Højbjerg is or that.
It's really more defenders in case, but it's not the situation right now.
No.
And then Nicholas Walker saying, whatever happens from here, shout out to Richie, though, man of the match.
He's been brilliant. Yeah, he's been my man of the match. Everything he's done, he's been absolutely selfless today. He's been brilliant today. He's ran the channels. He's held up the ball. It's a long ball over top. Van de Ven and Vicario gets there. He's ran the channels. He's held up the ball. He's won corners, won throw-ins, and he's took the one opportunity that's fell his way today. He's buried. And even that one he had to work for, by the way, to get in there and win that header. He's been brilliant today. And I'm not just saying that because I like the guy and I like his attitude. I genuinely think he's led that line superb today. If he could get a second, he'd be my hero today. Bentancur. You must be proud, Jack. You in fairness, when most of us were starting to down tools on Richie, you stuck by the guy.
Well, in particular today, more like in terms of
recency. Well done. Great turn by him. Sorry, go on.
In terms of recency today, I just didn't really understand how there's that much hate for him, today. I just don't think he's had one or two bad games, maybe, but like
most info forward.
He's been our
skip.
Johnson.
Oh, what's he doing? What's he doing? But he's a most info forward, Jack.
Yeah. No, and that's where I just don't really get it. It's like, why are we attacking kind of our best player of the last 5 out of 7 games? One of our best players of the last 5 out of 7 games, and yeah. But I think the two players that have been honestly candidates for being the most awful are Johnson and Højbjerg today. Genuinely just well below par. Yeah. Well below par, those two. Werner, I actually think, has been distinguishably, not, like I said, anything to really rave home about, but well better than Johnson has been.
He's got an assist today. He assisted Bentancur.
That as well.
He's here one game, and straight away he's got an assist.
Nice pass into Udogie.
Johnson's had about 15 games. Here we go. Great ball.
There you go. Find Richie. It's so heavy.
Way overhit.
It's so heavy.
Way overhit. He's got 2 players running in there as well.
Himself.
He just takes a little off it.
He's upset with himself. He's such a better player than that. Normally he plays that. Normally that's...
Every other delivery. If it's fallen to anyone today, you'd say you want it to him. He's delivered everything.
I'd love for... I'd take that again for it to be Pedro.
Oh, no. Hoyland's through. Vicario, well done.
I'd take that again for it to be Pedro. That's unlucky. Normally he'd play that as a dime.
I would say just quickly defensively, watch that. That's twice United have tried to play that looping ball in behind us now. Yeah. Vicario's been alert to it, but they might get one of them.
There you go. Great ball well done, Pierre.
Great ball. Great ball. Werner. No, he's not off. He's not off. Come on.
He did not look off. He did not look off.
It's a bloody great ball as well. Right between the centre-back and full-back. You couldn't have asked for any better ball. Yeah, he's just gone. No, he's not. He's on.
I don't think he's off.
Who's the centre-back there keeping him on? Don't you dare. How many swipes has that guy had at Doji today? And the one he has at Garnacho, it's a free kick. Fucking hell. That's it, Bentancur. Go on, Johnson.
Nice.
Well done, Højbjerg. He's frustrated. It didn't fall his way, but he done well there to cover the ground.
I agree. I think the Lino should have kept his flag down and let the play go on with Timo.
Every time Wan-Bissaka touches the ball and Richie comes near him, he makes a mistake. Pedro Porro's on the throw and eyes wide open. He wants that winner. And look at his eyes. They're electric.
Another Pedro screamer.
Oh, it's written on the cards, Jacko. Richie, that's a free. He's just come through the ass.
Literally just barreled through him, Raf. He's just barreled through the back.
He actually got a free kick on the other side for the exact same thing a second ago. United are out here, though. Santi Garnacho trying to run out of Doji. It's a good ball. Porro was enough. It was enough. Tough. I don't get how that's not a free on Richie. He gave one to Garnacho on the opposite side a minute ago. Just defend this set piece and go back at United again. You can see he's disappointed in himself there. He didn't keep that one in play, Porro. Bruno Fernandes with delivery. Just keep McTominay quiet. It's a ball to the edge of the box.
Get out.
And he's missed it. Surely that's a free out. Who's that gone down? Richie. Richie Housery.
Well done. Well done,
well
done, well done, man.
So good.
Timo needs a pass out. Needs an option. So does Udogie. Richie. Sir.
Well done. That's a free ref
Well
anytime
done,
today.
Richie. Great hold-up play. What a
Out ball by
beast.
Højbjerg.
What a beast.
Good ball by Højbjerg onto Porro. This is the chance. United players up the field.
Pedro over the top to Johnson.
Over the top of Johnson.
What a
Well, what a
touch!
Oh!
Sir!
What a touch by Brennan Johnson. If only he could get on the end of it. Amana read that very well. Unlucky.
Oh, sir! Couldn't do much better, Johnson. It almost looked like
What
a
a
foul.
touch. Thought that was the moment. Thought he was going to make us eat humble pie. I'd love it.
Well done, Romero.
Oh, well done, Romero.
Well
done,
done again.
Romero. Bentancur.
Sir,
Don't lose it there, Bentancur. It's a good ball into the box. Those you have to deal with it. That'll do.
Yeah.
I think we need to change something up in the forward line just to get us back going again, going forward. Or something in the midfield. Even bring in Gil Messi and let's see what he can do running through the middle for 10 minutes.
Yeah. I think Gil Messi might be the better choice at this moment in time. I'd still take off Højbjerg, but still, like, at this stage, we might want to go for the goal.
Say that though, he's grown into the game the last 10 minutes, Højbjerg.
I'd take off Johnson.
No, it's a free header. It's a free out. Well done, who's gone down there? Well done, Richie again.
Throwing his head in there once again.
Every opportunity he gets when the ball comes in our box, he goes down and tries to win something. It's brilliant. Oh, yeah, he's won it, yeah. Yeah, that's a free kick all day long. Johnson losing McTominay, though, there very, very easily. He needs to be stronger there, Johnson. Werner's coming off. Well done. Assist today.
Yeah,
Got the assist.
honestly, definition of like
This is
7 out of 10.
Jack.
Yes.
This is his moment.
He's kept on Johnson, though, which I'm a little disappointed with, but he's gone for Hill, and it must be down the left.
Yeah.
Come on, Hill. Time for your chance, son.
This is his opportunity. It's now or never for him.
Here he is. Hill, almost immediately tries to find Richie.
He gets us up the pitch, though, wins a throw and tries to play a brilliant ball in behind for Richarlison. That's exactly the impact we need from the guy when he comes on. Positive. Richie takes ownership, that gives it away. No, it's the one bad thing he's done all game. United have numbers to punish us here. Oh, well done. Good defending.
Poor touch.
I would have been harsh if they scored off that. The one thing Richarlison's done wrong all game.
Yeah, that would be typical as well.
Come on, Porro. Bentancur. 10 minutes left, guys. What can we produce? We haven't created a chance in a while now. It's been about 20 minutes since we had a shot on goal. Romero to Van de Ven. People saying Werner wasn't that good. He's got an assist, though.
I think some others are saying he had an alright debut. I think nothing to... I don't think you can be angry with his debut.
Could have had a goal and assist at the end of the day if he would have hit that
Should
on target.
have had a shot on target, but...
Bentancur, good ball into Skip. Get your head up. Great ball.
Make a run,
Moves on to Johnson. Play him again. Play him again. He whips up Wan-Bissaka. It's a poor effort. Gill tries to win it. He should have played Skip on the overlap there, I think.
It's a good run from Skip.
He's actually had a very good second half, Skip, to be fair. It took him a very long while to get into the game. Second half has been decent. Adrian Chia says that Johnson here
yeah, was
sick. To himself was sick, though. Yeah, that was absolutely disgusting. And we're about to get a debut for Dragusin as well. But that was disgusting. I thought that was the moment he was going to make us all eat humble pie. But
it was filthy.
Turns out it wasn't. But Dragusin was coming in.
Was filthy.
Any moment now.
Richie. Oh, Hill.
What's falling to corner? That'll do. Well done. He's done well to let he's asking the question to Richie, why didn't you play me?
I just feel like Adrian... Sometimes today with Johnson, to be serious, like there's also been moments when I thought he would show a bit more pace, and he hasn't either. Like I thought he would maybe be a bit more, just show a bit more pace, a bit more dynamism, than he hasn't. It's been an interesting one. But yeah, filthy flick. And the Dragusin, when's he coming in? We could use him on a set piece. Yeah,
you'd nearly bring him in for this one. But yeah, another set piece here for Tottenham. I wonder when he come into the base of that midfield. That'd be interesting to see. We've been good from these all games. Support delivery,
it's bouncing around. Udogie.
The one bad delivery Porro's put in all day is still nearly creating havoc. That's how sketchy they are from set pieces.
Hill's on the right at the moment. Sort of an overload. Well done,
Filthy
Hill.
ball by Gill. Oh, that's poor by Porro. Great ball in by Gill initially, though. Richarlison pressing Onana. He's not giving up anyway. That's good to see. Gill pressing the fullback. It's passed out into the midfielder. Can Skip getting a challenge? United cutting inside. It's a good play by Garnacho. Switches it out wide to Marcus Rashford, who keeps his wit. He's got Wan-Bissaka on the overlap. Johnson, he does Johnson too easily there. Porro.
Well done, Pedro. No. Oh, he's giving a foul.
He didn't give one to Udogie earlier on. He didn't give one to fucking Werner, the same thing earlier on. VAR be checking this. Is it on the line? No, it's outside.
It's close to it.
Ready to contact this. It's
careful,
not a foul,
Pedro.
though. I agree.
It's not a foul at all, but he's got to be careful there, Pedro.
Checking to see if it's a penalty. They are dying to give this to United. They'll be on another 20 minutes on this. Just deal with this. Skip coming off for Dragusin.
Good performance from Skip.
That went on?
Yep, there. Good performance from Skip, I must be honest.
Yeah, he's had a very good second half, to be fair. He's done well the second half.
He's been much better than Højbjerg, and I usually prefer Højbjerg, and he's been much better than him today.
I wonder does Dragusin go into the middle, Van de Ven out to left back, and Udogie gets pushed on. Be interested to see what happens here.
Or Romero maybe moves into midfield.
This is a dangerous position by Man United, though. Bruno Fernandes can shoot, really.
Getting shoved around.
If he gets this on target, this could be trouble. It's a small wall as well. Could he bend this over? He goes for it.
Wow, took a nasty deflection.
Thank fuck for that. It's injury time.
Good pressure. Ugh. Ball in. Come on, Vic.
That'll do. Oh, Fernandes, fuck off. He's not asking for a penalty there, surely. What a twat. Just for that, I want us to win by a penalty. Vicario. To Dragusin. He was hesitating there. Does he trust him? Good ball by Dragusin to Porro.
Wow, what a touch.
Well done, Porro. Well done, Porro. What a run.
Nasty. Pierre.
Højbjerg.
Thank God.
Oh, that'll do.
See Rich. Okay.
Perfectly way.
To Hill.
On to Gil Messi.
Hill.
Puts it back.
Oh, across the box.
Don't let him take that down, Van de Ven. Well done.
Well done, Pierre.
Well done, Højbjerg. Bruno Fernandes is moaning at the referee rather than getting on with it. Come on, take advantage of it. No, don't put it out. Don't put it out. It's their player. Oh, it's ours.
Oh, no.
Fair enough. Don't tell me that's him down again with his hamstring, Van de Ven. Please, no. Hopefully, it's just a bit of cramp.
Yeah. I'd say take him off. We don't have Davies. Fuck.
Please be cramp.
Do we need
Oh,
ammo?
no. Anthony's coming on to use his pace for the last few minutes for Rashford.
He's glad to see Rashford be taken off, to be fair. He's caused just a lot of problems.
Yeah. But Anthony's another one who can't find the back of the net, you know. Rasmus Højlund and fucking Rashford couldn't, and they scored today, could he? He's unhappy at being taken off, though.
Yeah, I'd be as well. I think he's been their best player.
He's been their only player producing up there. I don't understand why Garnacho maybe hasn't come off. Personally, unless he's moving him on to the left-hand side and he's sacrificing Anthony up against Udogie.
Get there, Rich. What? Oh, offsides?
Yeah, he's saying Johnson come from an offside position. Van de Ven isn't moving freely either. He's hobbling. We need to get him off. Can't run the risk of it being a hamstring.
Well done, Udogi. Well done. Mo. Yep.
Yeah, Van de Ven's coming off. Dragusin will go into the middle. No, please not. Please nothing to do with his hamstring, please.
Referee, you're going to hurt his hamstring even more by making him turn around.
Oh, there goes my speakers.
Mo, go.
1 second. All right, while this substitution is happening, I'll just turn off my screen to pick up my speakers.
Come on, the Emmer goat. Yeah, hopefully it is just cramp, Dave H. I think it is. But not worth exacerbating at all with this injury record so far this season. Throwing for Spurs, though. Still, I mean, I imagine there will be I don't know how much extra time there will be. I guess we'll find out here just shortly enough, but I can't really imagine there'd be more than 6 minutes. Højbjerg into Lolo. Nice. Win it again. Breaking the midfield as well there. Emerson got to go back to the keeper. Spurs asking for a free kick, or Bruno's been able to cry for another free kick. He's able to earn another one.
And the referee's falling for it as well. Come on, give us 10 minutes added on here. Let's go and get a goal. Although we haven't created anything for the last 20 minutes, which is poor.
Hill, unlucky.
5 minutes added on, you were right, Jack.
Well done, Dragusin.
Well done, Gil.
Pierre, get it out of your feet. There you go. Richie, well done, Rich. Hill.
Good ball. Come on,
well
Gil.
Done. Lolo, get rid.
Bentancur, great ball onto Pedro Porro.
Great run.
He's forward. Who's with him? No one.
Lolo.
Bentancur picks it back up. Keep going.
Hill.
You're Messi.
He's everywhere tonight.
Well done. He's done well since he's come on. He's provided at least a bit of spark. Pedro Porro.
Good ball.
Oh, it's just over. Who's that? Who's that flying
over
in?
Johnson,
just over his head.
It's a good ball.
Come on, there's an opportunity there for us.
Udogi. Dragusin.
Let's get a corner kick. Let's see if we can get him on the end of it.
Pierre going all the way back to the keeper. It's Dragusin again. He's playing on the left.
Over to the Rambam. Good ball out by Romero. Onto Pedro Porro. Emerson picks it up.
Nice.
Into Bentancur.
Oh, move, Johnson, man. That's what he wants you to do. Move for it.
Well done, Porro. You're right. Johnson should have moved there. Come on, guys. Come on. We'll pray we get one more opportunity. 3 minutes left to find one more chance.
Sir Alex scared it's Ange time.
Oh, I really hope so, Jack. I really hope so. It's a ball in behind. Anthony picks it up. It's a good ball in. Vicario picks it well. Right, now why they've got committed bodies. Let's go, Tottenham. 2.5 minutes to find one more chance.
Are Spurs sort of reluctant to.
I can understand why they wouldn't want to push everyone for it. I can understand that, but let's see what we can do.
Nice.
Well done, Johnson.
Johnson, well done.
Well done.
Oh,
good pressure by
Wan-Bissaka
Wan-Bissaka there. He didn't give up.
Good tackle.
Fernandez out wide to Canacho. He switched wings to see if he can make something happen this side. No
No,
way,
no
ref.
way. And he's
Well done,
touched the
Emerson.
ball with his hands, hasn't
Good
he?
ball. Porro.
There you
Good ball
go.
into Richie. Come
Good
on.
touch.
Out to Gill. Right, Gill. You've got Højbjerg. You've got Richie. Johnson's limping. He looks like he's pulled something. Not good. Gill Messi into Højbjerg.
See Hill Messi again.
Give it back to him. Well
Oh,
done.
Hill. Playing back.
Richarlison looks on his feet as well. He's put a lot into there.
Dragusin.
Dragusin to Gill.
Nice hesitation.
Come on, Spurs. 1 minute and a half left to find something. Vicario.
Sir!
Well done, Dozy. That's a free kick. Oh, my fucking Lord, ref. How's he not giving that?
Typical hatred of Udogie. They always hate him.
Spurs look out on their feet right now. 1 minute left. United in the ascendancy. Martinez out to Wan-Bissaka. Moves it on to Garnacho. To give him time to cross the ball. It's a good ball.
No!
Free header. And
Oh,
it's
my
just
Lord.
over the
Jesus
bar.
Christ. McTominay as well. Oh,
Fucking
life flashed
McTominay.
before
If he
my
would have scored,
eyes.
I'd be raging.
Life flashed before my eyes there. Oh, my Lord. McTominay as well. It's the last person you would want.
Can't allow Garnacho that room to cross the ball, though. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
It's on
my
the money.
Lord. Huge chance at the end.
We still have 30 seconds now from this goal kick. Can we create an opportunity ourselves?
Wow, lucky there.
Must be nothing happening. 15 seconds to go. Clock's just ticking down. And we're looking at Ten Hag. Back to Vicario. Just go along. Tottenham look like they're ready to settle for the point here, to be honest. Yeah, there we go.
All right.
2-2.
I take it, to be honest, I do. I take it with what we started with today. I mean, I was hoping for a big win for Spurs, but considering the goals that we conceded and kind of the manners that we did, we had to come back each time
Twice.
as well. We had to come back twice. I think there was a chance to go for a third. I think it more just falls on that forward line, bar Richie. Like, I think Richie actually had, even if he did nothing for the whole game other than the header, like, he still got that header and, you know, got an important goal. But he actually did make a lot of contributions, I think, in the forward areas. He had good hold-up play, brought a lot of other people into the game when dropping deep. Never really gave it up all that much either. Obviously, like you point out, Dave, worked his tail off and never gets really credited for it. But might be just a little bit wanting in the forward areas, I think, at times today, because it felt like there's a chance to go for a third. I think Johnson, for me, was probably one of the worst players on the pitch. I'd say Højbjerg was to a degree as well, but for me, Johnson, I think, like, he had just really offered nothing, I think, on the day. And if maybe we had more of a productive forward in that right wing area, maybe we could have grabbed a third today. But I'm not going to complain too much. I'm not going to sound really all that, you know, annoyed by it, because I mean, I'd take a point with what we had, you know, against us today. With that midfield, there were periods of the game where I really thought we were going to get anything out of it, because the midfield was that slow, just lacking creativity or anything in there. So 2-2 I'll take, but there were some moments where I got frustrated with certain players because it felt like United are, like I said to you in the beginning of the game, they're not good. Like, they're not good, and we can go for a third. Just sad that we didn't, but yeah, I'm not going to be all that upset about it, though, to be fair. A lot of people predicted a 2-2. Like, they were all right.
Yeah. Do you know what? Look, just quickly before I give my spiel, guys, put your names in for man of the match. I've got Richarlison and Bentancur down. Put two other names forward, and then we'll find out who Jack wants to put forward with. But look, my initial reaction, I'll be brutally honest. Now, hear my full point out before people have a go at me. My initial reaction is disappointment. However, when I reflect on no Kulu just before the game, you know, massive miss today. Sunny off at the Asian Cup, you know, you'd argue Old Trafford, sort of a very tough place to go, or it's one of the toughest places you could go to, you know, when you don't have your leaders. Basuma Sarr also missing, Madison missing, you know, Van de Ven, Romero just sort of getting back. I do think initially We missed them guys, especially in the first half when we sort of didn't really find any solutions or answers to it. But second half, we were a lot more steady Eddie, especially across the back line, got to grips a lot more with the game, got a better foothold in the midfield. And look, being brutally honest, the last 20 minutes we sort of faded out. But you look at Johnson limping around with Richarlison was out on his feet. Werner had to come off. Look, in hindsight, I suppose I take the draw. Look, we've showed great character to be able to fight back twice. And that's one thing I'll take away from today and I'll hold on to is the resilience of the team. You know, the never say die attitude. Before, if we would have went down 1-0 that quickly at Old Trafford, we would have crumbled. You know, today we fought back, and not only that, we got sucker punched again, and we fought back again. And believe me, you know, we've all played the game at some point, Astro or whatever, and we've all had these sort of great, you know, these fight backs, and we know how hard they can be. You know, especially when you go 1 down, 2-1 down to try and get a foothold back in the game. So I take a lot of pride in that respect. But I do think we have discussions during the week about what we're going to do in terms of these. You know, we were just clinical today, I'd argue. We took, you know, the chances that presented themselves by Romero maybe hitting the bar. But apart from that, we didn't actually really create a hell of a lot. We didn't create a hell of a lot. So, look, in retrospect, you know, we got out of there unscathed. Hopefully now we have a way forward without Sonny and Kulu and stuff like that. We don't know when Kulu will be back. And let's roll on the next game. But look, initial point, like I said, initially disappointed, but, you know, on reflection, probably delighted to get out there with the draw, Jacko.
Yeah, it just felt like, a little bit left to be wanting. Maybe
I do think it's 2 points missed, though, an opportunity.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It started to feel like 2 points missed towards the end there. But, I mean, when you then see McTominay nearly steal the winner at the end, you're like, woo, glad we got away with a point because we just didn't take it. So yeah, they could have easily stolen it from us, and that we would be probably really down in the dumps.
Just on that though, Jack, that McTominay chance, that is something we have to watch out for. Burnley had a chance right at the end of the game, very, very similar, and missed it. Bournemouth nearly came back late in the game. What was it, Aston Villa or Wolves nicked it late against us as well early, you know, so that is something that's creeping in that we do need to keep an eye on. Them late chances that we're giving up, we can't afford to do that.
No, really agree there. Good to see everybody, though, joining us for the post-match. Really do appreciate you all. Thanks for, once again, picking us as your destination for the watch-along. Smash that like button for us, please. Dark Sun G says, we barely do get a result at Old Trafford anyways, so I would take a point. Yeah, I sort of get what you're saying, Dark Sun G, and it's never been an easy ground for us. Just like I said, I'd woken up today with a bit of a happy clapper feel that maybe we were going to steal, 3 points today over there and we were going to grab that double. But I'd take the point, seriously. With how that game had gone at times, there were a lot of periods of the game where I was really worried about sort of Spurs, just feeling like we just didn't really have enough in that 11 to, maybe get the win convincingly like I thought we could have. And I would have probably then had taken a point. And to battle back on 2 occasions to, grab 2 equalizers is a tough ask. And I'm glad that we were able to keep our heads in the game as well. So, yeah, that in itself is, much better than what we've seen in the past, Dark Sun G. I completely agree with that.
Look, in years gone by, we would have crumbled, right? We wouldn't have got out of there with a result. So I suppose you do have to take the positives in that regard, the fact that, okay, maybe not at vintage Spurs today, maybe not at our best, but the sign of a good team. Even when you're not at your best, you get a result, and we've done that today.
Yeah. And then he also says...
Just quickly, I'm only going to put 3 names forward for the man of the match. I don't think there's anyone else I can really put forward after these 3. Richarlison, Bentancur, Doji.
Yeah, I'd probably go with that. Maybe Porro, if he whipped in some delicious crosses, to be fair to him, from the corners. Probably.
I'll try him in then, and we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I mean, nothing
Skip
really.
Skip done well, but I think it's stretching to put me in man of the match candidate.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. But it's probably been the best Skip performance I've seen in a while now, which is fair play to him. Dark Sun G says, Ange got 3 points from Gooners, City, Man U, away. Come on, you Spurs. In the case of, I guess 3 draws, right? He's able to grab a draw away from United, away from home, away from City, away from home, and the Gunner. To be fair, to Ange, something maybe that I don't even bring up enough, or some don't bring up enough, Dark Sun G, he's probably, if I'm not mistaken, picked up more points against some of the bigger clubs and some of the, quote-unquote, top 6 sort of clubs, then I remember even Jose or actually Conte. Like, it felt like under Jose and Conte, we did crumble in a lot of games against sort of these, bigger clubs.
Mm,
Around sort of the top of the league, and Ange has done exceptional actually against them so far this season.
mm,
The only big blunder was the Chelsea game, and I hope that he's able to right that one afterwards. And obviously, it looked like we were going to dominate them, and it just everything collapsed. But against the big sides
mm.
this season, we put in some good performances, and also with very little resources as well. We haven't had our best
Wounded.
lineup for a lot of those games too.
Yeah, we were wounded. I'd say Arsenal probably you'd say closest to our best lineup.
Yeah.
But just finding our feet. But United and City, we've been wounded, right? We've had a lot of key players sort of missing for both games. Against Man City, the back line was missing. Against Man United, the midfield and half your forward line is missing. So I mean, yeah, look, when you actually put it like that, I mean, I suppose it's not bad, right? I think the only team we've lost to that you consider the traditional big six is Chelsea at home, but we all know the referee ruined that game in VAR, plus injuries and that. So, I mean, when you look at it, the big teams aren't beating us, and that is the sign of title contenders. Teams that, they do say if you want to go on and win a title, or even if you want to claim Champions League, right, you have to pick up teams. You have to pick up points from these sort of teams in
Yeah.
these games, no matter how you do it, and we're doing that.
Donovan Osterreicher saying we smoke them with a full strength team seems to be the story of our season so far. Yeah, we've always had sort of our hands tied behind our back in some sort of manner and not been able to really swing as much as we could if we had a full team. And then some people in the chat, I'm just noticing a trend here, saying a lot of Richie man of the match, but some people are saying Udogi was absolutely
He was
immense
brilliant.
today and deserves it. So good to see that at least we had two performers on the day that we can say that we're very proud of in that sense. And then Orox Beats saying, rip up Johnson's contract, shit player Timo as well. I mean, Timo, come on, Orox. I don't think he was that bad on the day. Like, I think he actually helped us on a couple of occasions and getting forward. I think he had a much better game than Brennan Johnson did, actually contributing going forward. I'm a little disappointed he couldn't get any of those shots on target. Let's hope that in the next game he's able to right that. But to be honest, I think he contributed in the creative department more than I expected, and also more than Johnson did, to be perfectly honest. So, Dave, I mean, Johnson, I ripping up the contract a little extreme there, Orox, but this is one of Johnson's worst performances, or at least he's had maybe two in a row now that have been really kind of, lacking.
Look, and before I go into analysing Johnson, I don't want people to think I'm grating on the lad or we're grating on the lad. We're not. Our job is here to analyse the game and the players and the performances fairly. And when it comes to Johnson, look, he just wasn't good enough today. He found himself in promising positions, but I think he looks like a player to me that doesn't believe in himself, Jack. And it's a shame because he gets himself into really exciting positions. He initially gets you off your seat, but it's what he does with that ball, and that end ball is just lacking completely. It's not there. I said earlier on during the watch along, the only other player that I've seen consistently go to cross the ball and put it out to the far side of the pitch is James McLean for Ireland, and any Ireland fans out there know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not good enough from Brennan Johnson, and I get that he's only a young kid, he's only been here a while. Well, he's not only a young kid, he's 22, he's a man at the end of the day, but, I take that it's his first season. I get that, but he also has to produce more. Let's not forget, it's been Vicario's first season. He's been brilliant. It's been Adoji's first season. He's been brilliant. So there's been a number of players where it's been their first season, and we don't make them excuses about them. With Brennan Johnson, at some point he's going to come to the party. He has to come to the party, Jack. And if he doesn't, look, I think he'll find himself, and I think he'll get the confidence from Ange Postecoglou between now and the end of the season. But once we get buddies back, you've got Son back, Kulu back, Madison back, Sarr back, Basuma back. Does Brennan Johnson even start? I'm not based on these performances. He doesn't. And if he does want to be in recollection to start, he'll go back to the bench where he was when he first came in. And if he wants to be in that position to start, these are the opportunities he has to take. He's had a run of games now, and he's just not producing. And I'd argue every game he's getting worse and worse. He needs to do a lot better. I'm disappointed in Brennan Johnson. I'm not going to sit here and throw the price tag at him because that's not his fault. There's English tax and everything else. So I'm not going to throw that at him. I'm just going to analyse him from the player I see, and I think he needs to be a lot more potent in the final third. I think he needs to be a lot more skillful and tricky also in the final third. Great touch with that ball over the top by Wan-Bissaka, but it's when he gets the ball out wide, step overs, shift the body left, drop drop your shoulder. I don't see much of that from Brennan Johnson, and I don't think he gets his head up when he's crossing the ball either. Um, like I get some people. I think someone said to me earlier on. I think he said, or Postecoglou said that he just wants to hit him into a certain area. But I can guarantee you that's not on the other side of the pitch. So he's not crossing the ball properly. He just needs to be a lot better, Brennan Johnson. Werner walked in today. Okay, didn't set the world on fire, but he still came out of the game with an assist. So he was effective. He laid on the perfect pass for Bentancur to take into his stride and go with Barry in the back of the net. Even if Johnson does that, but he's not.
Yeah. I can't even really compare. I think the contributions. I think Werner just was, even if you were to look at just fine details of sort of just breaking the lines and just causing sort of more, create, just making more moments to try to create a goal. Like Werner just contributed so much more than I think Johnson really did. We barely even said his name, and when we did, it was usually with disappointment, usually following quickly afterwards. Franco Martini saying, with our midfield hollowed out and only one goal scorer on the pitch, I'd say we didn't do that badly. Nonetheless, Man United were there for the taking. I think that's one of the best takes you could have about this game. I do think Man United are poor enough that they were there for the taking, but with all the sort of things that we didn't have, maybe, and yeah, Richie being sort of the only goal threat that we sort of had in the game, maybe this is sort of what we had to sort of settle with, or something that we just had to take. But I do agree with that. Man United there for the taking. Dark Sun G saying, Man U should be ashamed to draw to a wounded team. Come on, you Spurs. I mean, I think Man United walk out of this with, they can't walk out of this with their heads held high, because this is Man United. Like, it'd be pathetic if they did, really, if they somehow walked out of that game feeling, good about themselves, or in any way feeling like some pressure has been lifted or anything like that. I mean, they could have easily lost that game as well. They really could have. Whereas Spurs, I mean, yes, with the chance at the end with McTominay, but Spurs were still dominating them with what is probably our third, fourth, fifth choice midfield, really. And also, too, like, not many options really off the bench at all to make any impact. Whereas United did have some options to make off the bench. We did not. We had mostly kids and Brian Hill, really, to bring on to the team, and Dragusin. So Spurs, I think, can walk out of this, feeling like they can wipe their hands clean. And Man United, definitely more pressure on them, I think, Dark Sundry, for sure.
Yeah, look, it just goes to show really how far Man United have fallen for grace, doesn't it? That, they got a lot of players back today. You'd argue close enough to the full strength where Ten Hag would like it, compared to us, who, we're literally, we've got so many players missing. I think nearly every game this season we've had 9 to 10 players missing, and we're still picking up points. So, I'm proud. Like I said, before we would have crumbled. But again, it goes to show how bad United are, I suppose.
Good to see Hotspur Hippie in the house saying, good performance. Man United were sleepy. Could have had them. Richie and Timo were great. Onwards and upwards. Come on, you Spurs. Big up to the Hotspur Hippie. And earlier, Dark Sun G saying, it's been a long time since Benton scored. What a goal. I mean, terrific left-footed finish. And Bentancur, I love his sort of goals, because they've come from sort of at times when we've really needed them. I can't think of too many Bentancur goals that were sort of just regular, you're 2-0 up, 3-0 up, type of games, where he's popped up with a goal. He's popped up with some clutch ones. And also, he's been a threat in the air for us in sort of the set pieces. He's just an added sort of bonus to sort of have in that box. I think Romero, Van de Ven are kind of good to have around. It looked like those corners that we were swinging in, a lot more people were able to throw their head at it, of course, with Richarlison as well. But Bentancur, I think, was good in the air. I think he had an all right game today. Very much more composed in possession than Højbjerg and Skip really ever are. But yeah, I'd say Bentancur, it's been nice to see him grab a goal, and there always been clutch goals or equalizers or go-ahead goals. Like, they're always, great goals in sort of the context of the game, usually.
No, look, Bentancur is huge plus to have him back, Jack. He's head and shoulders above Højbjerg and Skip in terms of technique on the ball, and he tried to affect the game going forward, while also trying to muck in and do the defensive duties. He had a big hand. He had a big job on his hands today, you know. Hoiberg, you know, he was in and out of the game. You look back over the game, he was in and out in periods. Skip, you know, sort of didn't come to the party for the last, 5-10 minutes of the first half, and then second half he was decent. You know, Bentancur, so he had a big job where other players in that midfield sort of took time out at Spurs. He didn't. And I'm absolutely delighted with the goal. You know, it shows great composure. You know, picks up the ball, beats his man, beats the other defender on the outside and drills at home. Absolutely great composure from Bentancur. And look, he's only going to kick on from here, Jack. I'm excited to see how good this guy can really be with a good run in the team. Also with other players coming back, he's going to be sensational. And you know what I want to say? No one can ever question this guy's commitment to the cause or love for the club or playing for the fans. He's had two long-term injuries or two injuries, and he's come back early from both,
Yeah,
and he stepped in with a performance. You know, with down the years, we've had excuses made for players. Oh, they need a run of games in the team. Bentancur steps straight back from injury, straight in, and picks up where he left off. So it just goes to show, only average players need a run in the team. Quality players will just pick up where they left off.
Benton class. He's just terrific, and
Said
he is
he's,
a
yeah.
warrior. He's a warrior to come back into the team as quickly as you pointed out. You're absolutely right, and even his celebration. You know, I just love his celebration. Love the way he celebrates with the fans as well. He's just, yeah, like you say, just a real class act in this football club. Dan Coys, big up to you, Danny Coys, and he says, what could have been with a fit squad? Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Harris Army. Yeah, listen, Dan. I think like sort of that expectation that I had around the goal or sort of the win. You know, I was kind of maybe expecting a win ahead of this game. That probably was more me forgetting as well that we just once again don't have our best really squad available, you know, to pick from. And even the absence in midfield, I maybe didn't exactly, you know, think about as much, or I probably overlooked, because with Lo Celso being injured, that was really inconvenient. And part of the reason why I do get a little pissed off with Lo Celso is because we could have really used him this game. And then Kulusevski's kind of last minute absence is also a huge blow to us in that game and in that midfield. And now I think of it further, right? If we had had a James Maddison, I mean, think about like what he could have done to that Man United midfield. He would have destroyed them. And also, when we're kind of complaining about Johnson, like, there's really nobody to bring off the bench other than Brian Hill. If we had a Solomon available, if we had again Kulusevski available, of course Sonny, you know, is tied. We knew this was going to happen, but there are two other players that if they were on the bench today, were available to be picked, they would have been able to relieve Johnson, and we could have had someone else, you know, on making an impact. So it's just one of those games, once again, where Spurs, like I brought up earlier, they had their hands tied behind their back in some sort of manner, and I kind of overlooked it. So I feel like it would have been a win if we had a fit squad. I do agree. Or even just one or two extra players available. One or two.
Yeah, exactly. To your point, Jack, I think you're absolutely spot on. You have a Sonny or a Kulu there. It probably is the difference maker, right? But it does feel no matter how many signings we make, it doesn't matter what we do, we always seem to have something to hold us back in terms of injuries or something.
It's annoying.
And it just becomes frustrating at that point. You know, you get yourself to a position, go and kick on, and then you're thinking, nice one, we've got players coming back, then you've got new ones out, and it's just frustrating. We can just not get a fully fit squad together to really push on and show the world how good we can be, how good we actually are. And it's just frustrating in that regard, but you do make some great points.
No, and I even think like what Madison would be able to do to that Man United team, like he just would have been unfair what he could have done to them. And just players like that who we've been missing, it's just been crazy what Spurs have been able to still do without with the injuries, still been able to pull off great results. Adrian, she is saying apologies for the semi-redemption script. Great stream. No, I mean, at one stage, what did you say? Red card for Romero and a Penandez penalty? I did not like hearing that, Adrian. I hope Hong Kong also got on well in their game. Sound like maybe that was happening around the similar time for you. But no, Richarlison grabbed the goal, and Bentancur grabbed an equalizer. It was the game of equalizers, and maybe the game of a little bit left to be wanting, or, you know, a little bit left that Spurs could have gone for. But a funny script, Adrian. Maybe one that's sort of a confusing game and kind of a hard one to wrap your head around, but not one that I think Spurs fans leave all that angry. Like, I think Spurs fans just leave a little bit wanting. Just a little bit wanting, but not angry.
Adrian, I did ask you going into the game, no KG affairs anymore, please, you know, and you didn't deliver. Hopefully next week it's better.
Big up, Adrian. Basuma Third Kid Society could be
Big
coming
up.
back after the AFCON as well, my man. Could be coming back soon, so don't you worry. Dark Sun G says, remember this Man United team drew 0-0 to Liverpool. I was almost worried that that could have been the sort of game today with how they were going to set up Dark Sun G, because I knew they were going to set up defensively. And once they went 1-0 up, I felt like they were going to just sort of go to a defensive approach. I just don't rate Ten Hag. He doesn't seem to have any sort of idea of how he wants to play, where even when he has perhaps a bit of the momentum with the 1-0 and he could really try to go after Spurs, they don't really. They actually started to just sit back, give us more of a chance to get our foot on the ball and try to go after an equalizer, and we eventually did. So I think this Man United team, like I said, I don't really rate. And even in that Liverpool game, they got away with it on a couple of occasions. And it was a bad game, I think, from Liverpool and from Man United, if I remember correctly. It was a really boring game. But I don't know. I think this team, Man United, they're not good this year. They really aren't. And we could have won this. I'm not going to act angry about it or anything, Dark Sun G. And maybe, to be fair, grabbing 3 points away from home at Old Trafford when they have this much pressure on them, Jim Ratcliffe in the stands, it was a lot to ask for.
Look, I would also say, if I said to you coming into the season, beat United at home, draw with them away, you would have snapped my hand off for it. Yeah. So, on reflection, look, I get it. Some people look at the stats, right? We dominated in terms of shots on target, possession, stuff, all that good jazz, right? But at the end of the day, United did make it tough for us. We had a lot of players out, and I think you have to take that context in and around it. The fact that leaders, especially in the forward area. Look, like I said, on reflection, it's probably a good point to get away with.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Many people are going to jazz it up to make it look embarrassing, especially rival fans and stuff like that. And, look, many people say, United are shite, we should have bet them. But, what they won't tell you is the players that we've had missing. The fact that United got a lot of their players back, this, that, and the other. United had a bench to be able to try and make an impact with. We didn't really. So, taking all that in, probably a good point, yeah.
And then as well, Dark Sun G saying Onana ditched AFCON for a draw to a wounded Spurs team. Left my house. I saw people putting that in the chat, Dark Sun G. Like, did Onana really leave his national team just for this? Like, did he leave them just to come over to sit back for 90 minutes and end up being passed around by a broken down Spurs team of injuries and everything? No, I guess it was worth it to him. I guess it was. And still to concede 2 goals still as well. It's not like he got a clean sheet. Yeah, honestly. And Sonny, we trusted ourselves to try to get a win without him. We couldn't get over the line, probably because if we did have a guy like Sonny for this game, maybe we probably would have. But Sonny, we're respectful to him, Dark Sun G. We allow him to achieve, with his national team and to achieve with Spurs. We're actually a bit of a classier club, clearly, than United are in that case. Or even Onana. I think Onana has had clearly some issues with that national team of his for some strange reason. He's a weird character, that guy.
No, look, with Onana, absolutely embarrassing for him. The fact that he sort of hung around, just for this, and United haven't been in any great shape whatsoever. What I will say is I do think problems are coming for United, because what confidence does that show him by in there? So when he steps in, he might be rattled. So, yeah, look, long live the demise of Man United, Dark Sun G. But like Jack was saying, we let our players go out on time to build themselves up for the tournament, integrate themselves with the team, and actually give them an opportunity to flourish and go and win things, especially on the international stage when they're representing their country. Man United, they don't. Shows the class of the 2 clubs right now.
Shawnee Maddox saying Mickey confirming that it was a cramp in his interview. That's good to hear. Some of the people that were suggesting that he could pick up another one in this game, I thought were about to be proven right, and I was going to be proven well wrong, but I'm glad that it was just that, because I really was worried I would eat my words on just rushing him in straight away. Big up, though, Sean Maddox. Thanks for keeping us updated on that one. Keith Edwards saying, what a difference with Van de Ven, even with 3 of the squad players out. I think... what a difference with Van de Ven, even with 3, I think, squad players out. Van de Ven, it's just good to have somebody on that left side that we know we can be able to hold a high line with. I think Ben Davies and Emerson, they did the best job they possibly could, but sometimes, they struggle to maybe get back as quickly as maybe Van de Ven can. The recovery pace he has, the strength he has, the composure on the ball, just so many things about him. He really is just a wonderful defender. And it's just a guy that we've been dreadfully missing for, a long time this season. So many players like him that we've been missing. Probably him and Madison were probably the two most important players that have been gone for a long, long time. And finally, we have at least one of them back in Van de Ven. Dave, I mean, you felt like, though, he looked a little sort of like somebody who had just gotten back from a long-term injury, I think you said.
Yeah, him and Romero the first 10 minutes, and look, United exploited that, right? They got a goal very early on. And I just thought if they had a couple of games running to build up to this, that first goal probably doesn't happen. I don't think that second goal happens as well. Them two goals, United found it very easy to sort of play through us. And I do think it took Romero and Van der Ven for a while to find their feet in the game. But look, they're back now. That's the main thing, and let's move forward with them. We look a lot better with them than we do without them. Despite what people want to say about Romero, we're a better team with him in the team for sure.
Definitely. And as well, Dark Sun G saying from the Korean commentary, we broke our record with 33 of scoring 33 goal consecutive games of scoring in a row. Also, the Chelsea lost to them as well, to Villa, and they lost to them. No banter. Come on,
True.
you Spurs. No, I mean, Dark Sun G, I sort of get what you're trying to say, that like Man United have actually shown up in a lot of games, despite I think them being really underperforming this season and being really underwhelming this season. There have been these random games when the pressure has been on them, when sort of they've been pushed to the ropes and they've been able to swing and they've been able to get some, at least in terms of the result, some impressive wins or some results that nobody would have expected them to, considering how bad they've been this season. So that could have easily happened to Spurs, especially with how many players we've been missing. But we got over the line and probably left, feeling like we were the better team, actually, really. I think Man United definitely felt like they were probably outplayed on a majority, of the game. It's just Spurs, if we had one or two players that, we've been missing, if it was a Sonny, if it was a Sarr, if it was a Madison, if it was any of the guys, really, that Gio even, I would say, could have made an impact in this game. Kulusevski, we could have probably won this game, I think. But Spurs also scoring 33 games in a row, Dave. I mean, thoughts on that? Postecoglou turning around the scoring.
Yeah, look, let's not forget that record also extends into the end of last season as well. Um, Look, we're scoring, but we're not scoring enough. I don't think personally. We do have a big problem up front in terms of sometimes creativity, but also taking enough of our chances. And that's the difference between where we are now and really pushing on and challenging for a league title with Liverpool and Man City. That's going to be the difference. You won't get away with missing these chances next season either. We have to learn to become more prolific. It's been a huge problem. And for those who may think I'm talking shite, if I'm talking shite, why did Ange Postecoglou want to bring in Timo Werner? Because obviously he feels bringing in another striker is needed because we need more goals in this team. So, look, it's a good stat, don't get me wrong, and it's a great stat to build off. It's a very great stat to build off. But if we want to take that next step, we have to become more clinical and kill teams off.
Yeah, it's never been creativity for this team. I feel like even with that midfield that was pretty absent in parts, they still created, I think, openings and they still created moments for us to actually have more of a better chance at challenging the keeper. And felt like lots of times with this forward line or with certain players in this team, we're just not nearly as clinical or as effective, or maybe just clinical in the final third as we should be, and challenging the keeper, or putting in a good cross or a good ball in. Not like we're asking to score 4 or 5 goals every game, but Spurs do create, I would say, more openings and more good spaces for players to do something with it than other teams. Like plenty of forwards around the Premier League would be probably quite jealous of actually some of the chances that Johnson gets, chances that other players sort of get in this team to make something happen, and just don't really take advantage of it enough, really. So just hope that, I guess, we find more of a clinical streak in us. I'm not sure, though. I think it's going to have to come through somebody coming back from injury. I think it's going to come through either Solomon, hopefully maybe coming back into the team. Maybe he's, rearing to go. Kulusevski coming back. Madison coming back, those sort of players, I think maybe could help us relieve that problem. And then obviously Sonny once he's back into the team.
Yeah, look, the first 10 games, we sort of went with Sun through the middle. It'd be interesting and see how effective we'll be now if we can get everyone else back that we had in the first 10 games with Son on the left and Richie through the middle, whether we become a lot more clinical that way or not. But it has been a big problem all season long. Not being clinical, even in them first 10 games, only that the defence was so good. We were getting over the line in games, but we weren't being as clinical as we need to be, and it is something that we need to work on if we want to take that next step under Ange Postecoglou.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Big up Dark Sunji, my man, and Spurs continuing the scoring streaks, and like I probably should be giving more credit to Spurs. Like picking up a draw at Old Trafford is easier said than done, and Spurs were able to get it done today. Just still have that bit of a feeling, Dark Sunji, that they were there for the taking at a certain stage, and maybe if we had a bit more fire available to us, we probably could have gotten there. The only real thing,
yeah. No, sorry, go on. I just wanted to quickly have a discussion on Richie before we ended up.
I was going to sort of come up with some summarizing points, so we could definitely touch on that. I was going to say maybe Hill should be given more of a chance, I think, in the next game. I don't really see what he's done. He's done more, I think, even in the little cameo that he had than really Johnson had done in moments of that game.
Let me also ask you, Jack, what has Johnson done to not give Gill the opportunity?
Right, and that's probably a better way to phrase it. And so I think Hill probably should be given the start in the next game. I think he can play on the right, actually. Like, if we've seen him do it. We've seen him have good performances there, especially against Crystal Palace in that one cameo or feature of his. I'd say give him a chance there on that right. I understand that he offers something very different than Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson offers a lot more pace and behind, right-footed, but he's just not really done enough for me. And also out of possession, he's not really helped out that much. He really does sort of lack that kind of bite in his press or in his tackles, and doesn't really work as hard really as Richarlison or Werner were in that game. So I'm not really sure what Johnson's doing that really warrants being in the team, other than really all the injuries. And somebody sort of bringing that up in the comments there, I think it was Golden Sun or Level Earth or somebody said, like, saying sort of finding it hard to go in on Johnson because he would probably be out of this team if it weren't for all the injuries. He's kind of just allowed to play all these games in a row because there's so few players actually challenging him. I'd say Hill, he should give a chance to, though, and he should.
I agree with that, Jack. I sort of said, I was saying this during the week as well, that if Gill was putting in the performances Brennan Johnson would be, they'd be going mad. And I'd argue you've seen probably less of Gill, despite him being here longer, than what we've seen of Brennan Johnson. And what we've seen of Brennan Johnson hasn't been exactly setting the ground running. So I do think there should be an opportunity for Gill somewhere along the line. But before we do end off, I want to give massive, massive praise to Richarlison. For a number of reasons. I think he's a guy that gets a lot of slack. The minute he has one bad touch, one bad pass, or even one bad game, everyone's very quickly, straight away, get him out my football club, this, that, and the other. One thing he doesn't get enough praise for, and even when he does have a bad game, no one will ever give him credit for it, is his work rate out of possession and his defensive work. Today, we were talking about who's going to step up. No Son, no Kulu. Richarlison stepped up today. What a bloody finish from the header. Took his opportunity in that regard. And all game long, holding up the ball, bringing others into play, getting us up the pitch, winning corners, winning throw-ins. Even back there defensively, made a great challenge on the edge box and also won a great header and won a free kick out. He was absolutely superb today. And what drives me absolutely insane is everyone always says to me when I try and reproach that we're not clinical enough, forget about Harry Kane, but yet you all hold Richarlison to Harry Kane standards, because the minute he doesn't score, everyone's so quick to say, get out my football club. Stop holding him to Harry Kane standards. We all know we're not going to buy a striker of Harry Kane's level. So this is where we're at right now. So stop holding him to Harry Kane standards and give the guy an opportunity. He's our most informed forward, and he still gets more slack than what Brennan Johnson and other people do. It doesn't matter what he does. Whether he scores, whether he assists, people are always on his fucking case, and I'm fed up with it. Other players get a free pass, like Johnson and people like that. So get off Richarlison's back. We know he's now here until the end of the season, and let's see what he can do, because whether you like it or not, we have to rely on him for goals.
I think you're bang on there. He's done better than even the guy that's scored today, the guy Højlund, for Man United. Like, he's done better than almost any other striker in sort of the quote-unquote top 6 clubs. All the guys like Darwin Nunez, Gabriel Jesus, Højlund, Nicholas Jackson, he's done far better than any of them. And he's done better than majority of our forwards in this whole team, bar Sonny. He's our second best player when it comes to total contributions in the forward areas, bar Sonny. And I don't think he's played even as many minutes as guys like actually Brennan Johnson have, or guys like Kulusevski have, or others, right? He's done very well with the minutes played. And Richie, he's been in fine form for the majority of the past 8 games. Like, he has had good games for us. And for some reason, that gets quickly forgotten and, kind of used against him anytime he has a halfway, bad moment or whatever. And certain other players are given all the time in the world. I think Richie's been carrying us, I would even say, in the past few performances, not in course the Brighton or Burnley game, but in other ones he had great game, and this was another great game from him. Worked really hard off of the ball. You're absolutely right, Dave, and I don't really get it personally either. I think Richie's done the best has done in a Spurs shirt, and yet he still is getting more criticism. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Best he's ever done in a Spurs shirt.
He's in the best form he's ever been at Tottenham, and he's still getting criticized all the time.
What does he have to do? I don't much get it. I completely agree. Dark Sun G saying Werner has more goal contributions than Antony so far.
And we didn't pay 90 million.
Antony, the TikTok, more of a TikToker than he really is a footballer, I think, Dark Sun G. And even before that game, I think Erik ten Hag had said that he needs to focus, or he has a lot of problems outside of the football pitch that are happening for him. So I don't know, what an absolute howler of a transfer. I'd even remembered, though, at one stage, Dark Sun G, people were getting incensed that we weren't going after him, and I just was blown away by that. I just feel like he's just another one of those Dutch Eredivisie league sort of kind of, made up sort of kind of phenom sort of type players. Like, from the moment that he was doing 360 roundabout, kind of carousel moves, I just knew the guy was never going to be a serious footballer, and I think that got proven right for the most part. But seriously, he is a meme of a player. And the fact that also he's 90 million and they continue to bring him off the bench in like the 80th minute just is ridiculous. He's going to go down as one of the worst transfers probably in Premier League history, I would think. And yet Richarlison, once again, feels like he gets put under more pressure than even Antony does. Feels like Antony has less pressure on him than even Richarlison does.
Absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. Look, Anthony's a poor man, Richarlison. He's come here, he's dyed their hair the same as Richarlison and everything else. He's an absolute... Jeez, my chest is at me. Yeah, he's an absolute clown, that Anthony. And the fact that we... we're only loaning Werner and they've paid 90 million. We've already got more out of them. Shows everything. But I'd also say shows how good both managers are really as well, doesn't it, Dark Sun G? On that one, my man. Absolutely love it. Great bit of banter.
Indeed,
Sun G, big yourself up.
Well, everyone, I think we'll take the point. I love this comment from Mary W at one stage Mary W saying, shows the shift in expectations that we are even disappointed with the draw at Old Trafford, coming back from behind twice as well. I don't think we're totally disappointed, Mary. I think we're just sort of like a little bit feeling like there could have been something left out there that we could have grabbed. But at the end of the day, I think a lot of us are not going to be angry at all or really that down by, grabbing a point today for sure. And big up to yourself, Mary. And I would say Spurs, if they can just sort of put in, maybe it's just hard. I think we were just down by the players missing today. I think this was one of the best performances we could have probably done, considering the circumstances, considering the pressure that was actually on Man United. We knew they weren't going to make it easy for us today. With that midfield, with everything, going on with injuries and everything, this is one of the better performances we could have probably gotten from our squad. So I guess we'll move on from it. But yeah, I still feel like there could have been something to grab. Maybe could have been a 3-point steal of some kind. But yeah, a point taken, says Jazzy Fusion. And really do appreciate you all for picking us as the watch-along destination once again. Thanks for joining us on this match day here, everybody.
Look, yeah, my last words is I think coming out of that game, looking at that midfield, it does show we need to do business in there in this January. Hopefully we can get that done, ease a problem there and really kick on. Look, we're unbeaten against United, Liverpool, Man City so far this year, Arsenal. We're still running strong. It's a blip, don't get me wrong, taking a point today. It's a little blip in the radar, but I'm proud of the fight back that we've shown, especially away from home. It's not easy. So I'll take the point, dust ourselves down. We move on for the next game, which is, let me just check, probably next weekend. Make sure it's not a weird day like a Friday.
This is the 19th, it says, this Friday.
Yep, no, 26, no. Yeah, we no game to Man City, is that correct?
Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah, so no game till the 26th, so we've about another 10 days, it looks like, before we go and do a bit of business again. So hopefully we can get that done. But look, there'll be plenty of stuff coming out in the meantime, lots of transfer updates, this, that, and the other, so stay tuned. But look, thank you very much for everyone again for choosing this as your destination all day, pre-match build-up, and the watch-along plus the predicted lineup as well. So I really do appreciate all of that, guys. Thank you very much. All of your support as well. It doesn't go unnoticed. You know, it really means a lot to myself and Jack. You know, it really does help sort of keep us going and that. So big yourselves up, and we'll see you back here tomorrow at some point. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. In the big Ange we trust. We'll see you, everybody. Have